opened a server. It's called Aftershock, and the password is IKS. And it is a scripted server. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hello there.
Hey. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. I briefly got into a recursive loop when I was hearing myself. Yes, I joined your Twitch stream.
Ah.
Because there's nothing that's hidden anyway, but this way, if there's any random questions that I can help with, or that actually involve me, I can respond directly.
Yeah.
So Dave, we're in a server called Aftershock. The password is IKS.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so apparently this is, well, I've heard of this a few times. It's something that they often play in, well, they've played in some conventions, and it's very much a print and play. I mean, when I got it, it cost a couple $100 to get there. And it took a while to arrive. So I understand why very few people have got it, but it's a very interesting game, and I'm going to drag it out there when I can.
Yeah, you could, if you wanted to, you could assemble it all by yourself, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which is, of course, why it's not commercially printed, among other things, because, yeah, it's not restricted. So I'm not suggesting we use the game Gender Dimensions, the Gender Dimensions expansion, because I think it adds complexity and we're all still learning the core about.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting, but I think you're right.
That'll be a next problem, next
Yep.
idea. This is a scripted setup. We can sort of mouse over what everything is as it's loading in. We've got the 4 factions: the Republic of Karana, which is the country where we are. We've got the Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief, which is basically a nearby military powers getting involved after the disaster happened, so they've got no boots on the ground at the start. Then you've got the UN, who is the UN, and they've got some elements here before the disaster happens, but so most of these forces, most of these groups you'll see if you look at these tables, have some ability to respond at the start, and it builds up over time. So like the NGOs have some teams on the ground to do things and quite a bit of supply. Header has nothing on the ground at the start, but goes in quite quickly. And just like in like modern coin games where the coalition doesn't want to have, well, just like in the Middle East, Header TF wants to get their teams out. They don't want to be there long term. They want to be there, do good things, and then get their teams out, and they get bonuses if they get more teams out. So if they can withdraw their forces at the end, and the situation is still fine. Like
you mean they don't want to set up a permanent military base in exchange for money and further assistance?
They don't want to liberate too much oil. There's no oil here, so they just want to come in, be seen to do good things, and then go home.
Fair enough.
So they're happy to be there. Like you see the turns, initial, and then first turn is days 1 to 2, days 3 to 4, days 5 to 7, then week 2, weeks 3 to 4, 5. So it's very much a. So you see there's emergency cards, which are these ones here, which are okay. Let me take a step back. There'll be decks when I hit this setup game button up here.
Shall we, by the way, sorry to interrupt you, shall we wait till John joins us? Otherwise, you have to explain everything twice.
Of course.
So I guess he should be here in an instant.
Has he played, or are we all learning?
He's also new to the game.
Okay, cool. I guess I'll quickly leaf through here to see, double click the end.
Oh, I thought Dave was our 4th person.
We John hadn't responded, and Dave was in the game with me, so I said, hey, we have an empty seat. And then I gather John responded, so we have 5, but that's not really an issue. Welcome, John.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
In fact, I may just deal myself as a facilitator, because that may be what I'll be doing at the convention anyway. John, we've got a server up called Aftershock, and and the password is IKS. How are you this morning?
Sleepy.
So the concept of this is we're responding to a crisis, and we're helping reconstruct. So we go through all the adjustments at the end of it, and we go, this is sort of what sort of game is it? And we go, do we all lose? Has this been a disaster? If we don't all lose, then we look at, do any of us win? Us win as players winning isn't exclusive. We can each win for our own situation. It's possible for all players to win or lose. There we go. So, okay. So if we didn't all die horribly, then if we didn't fail the crisis, then we can. Yeah, here. So yes, if we don't fail miserably, but if it's just we barely survived, then whoever did the most whoever is seen to do the most wins.
Mm-hmm.
If we manage to survive or do better, but the government has basically collapsed, then whoever has done the most wins. If the government hasn't fallen and we responded adequately to the crisis, then everyone who is seen to be doing a good thing can win. So we can all win.
All right.
But yeah, we have our own individual factors for what makes us, what looks like a success or a failure for us. So you see, Republic, Dakrona at the end will gain. So op is like victory points, sort of. It's observation points or some of that. For how much the overall condition, they'll lose it for social unrest in the country, and they'll gain op for each district with the infrastructure and needs met. Hadda gains op for overall recovery points in play, and will lose op for basically having teams in play. They want to pull their teams out by the end of this whole thing, and if they have too many teams still visibly on the ground, that's not a good thing for them. UN again gains op for every 5 RP, so recovery points at the end of play, and loses an op for every district with no infrastructure or needs not met. So yeah, they want to complete the reconstruction, and then the NGO wants to be seen to be the best. They gain op for every 5 RP at the end of game, and they gain op for every player with a lower seen to be doing the best, lower op, and lose if everyone with a higher op. So they really want to be the pretty on top. Let me. Are there any buttons? How do I?
There are some toggle buttons on each of the player cards.
Let me change
Yeah,
color.
mine says like 73rd Strelky.
Okay, I'm going to press that button. There we go. So I think, yeah, so everyone can, if I'm going to deal myself as a facilitator, then that lets Dave and Jan select some of these other players. So I noticed that Tunis and John had actually grabbed, like, you've lined up with those players, which makes sense. There's nothing really hidden here.
Dave, you want to be
Leave it up
military or?
to you, yeah. I'll leave it up to you, and I'll go whatever's left.
Let me go United Nations.
Right.
Justin, one more thing. I'm noticing that, and I don't know if this is going to mess up the scripting, but it seems like some of Otto's World War II pieces have like bled into this module. Did anyone else see that?
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah.
You do? Okay,
I've just noticed it actually. Yeah.
Let me reload the module we're looking at. I can't see that, but what I have noticed sometimes that when I've got the thing open, there, have they gone now?
Looks better.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That looks good.
Yeah, so I just found it gets better when I load the module when the player's actually in here.
Yeah, it's fixed now. It looked like that before I sent you a screenshot.
Okay. So there's, looking at this emergency token, an emergency card, each of these districts will have a visible emergency in play. And that will have a visible card in play, which shows how many people are at risk and what's needed to help. And then that is, so like if this card here is the top card on top of the deck in District 1, then when the district is resolved, we will need to have 2 medical supply here, 2 wash supply, which is water and something here, water and, I can't remember what it is exactly. But it's water and hydration and various things like that. Food, that won't need any food, won't need any shelter, and we'll need 1 team assigned to rescue in the area. And if that is all in play when it happens, then we gain 4 RP. If we are short of one of the conditions, then we neither gain nor lose, because it's sort of like, well, we didn't quite manage, but the 2,122 people don't die. And if we have 2 or more that we don't have when it's resolved, then we fail it, and the emergency card goes on the negative side. We lose RP, but people who are there lose recovery points. I don't know what the RP stands for. I need to actually look it up. But basically, there'll be emergency cards on each of these, and then after you get through the emergency cards, you get to early recovery. Early recovery is the first point where we can start getting infrastructure into these areas again. So we'll have to go through the initial rescue and immediate emergencies before we can start getting infrastructure in. When there's infrastructure in the zone, and these are the different types of infrastructure we can do, then each infrastructure is basically a permanent supply for each of the things. So if we have, like if there was a wash infrastructure here, then we'd only need to have 2, 1, and 1. And otherwise all the supply goes away when you resolve the district. Supply comes in, you notice on each of your faction cards, you'll see that supply and teams come in each turn. And they will come in through, ideally, the port or the international airport, but they only come up to the amount that they can carry. So let's say Karana goes first. Actually, Karana's an exception to that, because Karana doesn't bring supply in over through the airport. They can bring it in, they doesn't come in by sea. It lands here in the warehouse, but Karana's the exception. So let's say Hudder is bringing supply. Hudder has 4 supply in days 1 to 2. And they bring it all in through the airport. So then we go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That all ends in the warehouse here. With only 1 infrastructure in place, which is the default at the start, only 1 more supply can come in for any other faction through the airport. But you can build up more logistics infrastructure in the airport, which will allow you to access the next tier, or even, all the way up to 12. You bring in same sort of situation with the port. The port has been badly hit by this earthquake, tsunami, whatever it is. So you can only bring in 1 supply at the start. But if you get 2, a bit more supply here, 3 will get more, 4 will get significantly more. And anything that you bring in, any supply that comes in that you can't get in through the port or the glacier or the airport, lands in the relevant frontier box, and then you'll have to spend your logistics action. So your special operations turn. You'll just be harder. I'll explain more about how to get it in, but you'll just be harder to get in, and you have to manually spend an action to get it in from the frontier warehouses to your actual area where you can use it. I think I should talk about. I should talk through a turn structure. I talk through the phases, and then maybe we set up and just explain as we go. And I'll ask that question at that point. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I haven't explained properly, but at that point, I'll ask if there's any questions you're aware of at that point. So WASH is water and sanitation supplies. That's what WASH is. And there are both these infrastructure, and then there's also a mixed bag of supply in here, which is why you'll notice, like, I pull a few out. Why is that? Yeah, if I pull a few out, they'll be random. Or not that random. Why are they not that random? Okay. So, setting up the game. We will do that by pressing this is scripted, which is helpful. Oh, there's also the media. The media start in District 1. Some of the cards we play will shift them around, and if the area where the media is gets resolved, that has extra profile, extra reward if it goes well, extra damage if it goes badly. And there are things we can do to shift where they go around. Playing the games. There's a coordination phase where place where we can put teams. We can put them in the various zones in these districts. You can also put them in the cluster coordination. So if, let's say we want to, let's say Jan wants to do an action to deliver lots of supply to a district, but he only has some of the pieces he needs, and he sees that Dan has some medical supplies he needs in the warehouse. So if Dan has a team in the health and medical coordination meeting, and Jan has a person there as well, then in his turn he can draw supply. They can move supply between their warehouses of that type, not of everything, but of that type, so that when he is then wanting to move supply to a particular district, he can carry that type in. I'm explaining this badly. I should just go through the turns. So during the coordination phase, the current player will shuffle these. Sorry, these shuffle. And a card will happen. So it may be good, it may be bad. It usually you draw one of these for every cluster meeting you are in, and then you choose which one you want to play. So let's say you're in 3 different cluster meetings, so you get these. You go, okay, which of these do I want to play? This looks helpful, so you decide to keep that one, drop the other 2 back in the deck. So it's just this is basically how much are you coordinating? What do you do that helps? So preparedness lets you draw a new event card. If a player is not participating in any clusters, they do not draw a coordination card. So media outreach is not a cluster, and having a team there doesn't help. Media outreach, I believe, lets you move where the media are and potentially get a bonus for it. But as I note here, if there are more than 2 teams in the media box, then you can't do media outreach because there's too many people trying to talk to the media, and so they're not paying enough attention or giving enough coverage to anybody. Then we go to the event phase, where we draw some of the event cards cause an at-risk card to be resolved, and some do other things. So mostly that'll be causing things to resolve around in each of these zones. That's what they mean. That resolving at risk card means. But like here's another example. Trying times means it'll happen twice, and if otherwise there'll be add a social unrest marker. Here's another one. Staff attrition. So the current player loses 1 team. Personnel get burnt out. Then after we go through the coordination and then the event phase, human resources. So the current player can reallocate the assistance teams that are currently in play. So the teams they have currently in the area, they can assign to other places. They can assign to different areas around here. So they can assign to the zones. They can assign to teams over here in cluster coordination or to media outreach. Then you get to relief operations. Let's go to relief operations, which is here. It's page 4. No, 4.3, sorry. Right, 4.4. So then they can do supplies and infrastructure, which allows them to so if they have a team, in order to play infrastructure in our district, they need to have a team assigned to infrastructure in that district. So if you want to play middle infrastructure in, say, District 3, you need a team in that box there. If you want to play logistics infrastructure to one of these ports, then you need a team in the logistics cluster over there. They're recommending that players may find it useful to place suppliers beside the current at-risk card. So say if this card is here, then it may be useful to put the suppliers beside here to show how much is built up in the area, and then when you've got enough to meet the need, drag across and put it on top of the card, so that when it's resolved, you go, yes, I know I've got that at a glance. They're saying there are 5 districts, each with slightly different characteristics. So districts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They contain relief, which is where they put where you put a team if you want to be delivering supplies to that region. So that's, you put someone in relief to a region if you want to be delivering supply that meet the needs. Put someone in rescue if you want to meet the rescue need of the rescue requirement of some cards, like this one, which needs 1 rescue. Put someone in infrastructure if you want to do infrastructure. Put someone in security if you can. Not everyone can do that. You'll see on your cards. If you want to be engaged in security operations to try and deal with social unrest or other things. And if you can put someone, if you have someone in assessment, then when you resolve it, when you do the special operations, you can actually look through the whole deck, the whole stack of cards in the area, and you can peek at them and see what everything is going to need, what is going to come up, what's needed in the area. So if you know that the area is going to need lots of shelter in the future, that's a reason to try and get infrastructure down there. Which basically will allow you to place, it'll let you place this there, and then anyone can examine the face down cards in the district. Then there's the relief operations. Yeah, so relief operations phase that's still an emergency relief. So that's all how to resolve those. Special operations phase, you can play the logistics or infrastructure operations. You can also do for logistics operation, you can either play infrastructure to one of these zones, or you spend that action to move any number of suppliers between the different warehouses, including the frontier. So basically, if you're going to build up these, if you want to improve the infrastructure here, you need a logistics infrastructure in your warehouse there, which the various people can do in different ways. Does it say here? Yes, so Hadra can exchange any 2 suppliers for a logistics infrastructure. The UN can exchange any 3 suppliers for health, wash, food, shelter, or logistics infrastructure. And the NGO, any 3 suppliers can exchange for any of those types. So it looks like Hadra can only do logistics infrastructure, can't do the other types. And I've been talking for a long time. Should we just set up and see how we...
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yep.
Okay, I'll reload it one last time. Hopefully they won't kick anyone out of your seats. But just to put everything back where it should be. Yep, good. And then set up the game.
Okay.
So you see they've set up these decks in all these different locations. So we see the immediate emergency issues in all the different areas. What's the need in each of these areas? We've got the initial supply drawn. I'll just shove that a few times. The initial supply everyone has in the port. Nothing is immediately in the airport warehouses, I think. Yep. So we start the first turn with Tunis as the Republic of Karana. Actually, everyone has their initial setup. So during setup, Tunis, where do you want to put your initial 2 teams? You can put them anywhere you like. But if any of them are in, it's worthwhile putting at least one in cluster coordination, because that means that you actually get a coordination card in turn 1.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. So if I'm looking at our supplies, it seems like we are lacking in the shelter area. So does that mean maybe I should put a team into the shelter cluster coordination?
I mean, at this point, you're about to have we're doing everyone's setup. Which we're doing before we start properly. You will have in human resources. You can reallocate your teams anyway.
Oh, okay.
Before any cluster meetings happen. But you also bear in mind that as Karana, during relief operations, you can place one supplier from your warehouse to each district, even if there's no teams there. So if you got someone in emergency relief, you can drop in as much as you like there. Otherwise, without sending anyone there, just local forces can put in 1 cube to each, up to 1 cube in each place if you wish.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I guess everyone else, except for Dan, who doesn't have to, but Jan has 2 teams at the start, and John will have 2 teams at the start. So just work out where you want them to be.
Yes, put one in shelter.
It's if you think Tunis will need to grab some of your supply in something, it may be worthwhile putting them in the relevant zone. Like, so let's say, if Tunis wants to put down 2 medical somewhere, then someone needs to be in medical so that he can grab your medical cube from your warehouse in his turn.
I guess I can do
that. So you run through the order of these for each person in turn.
So I put my teams in medical
now it says
and
that
logistics.
I can only move it from the warehouse.
Yes.
During the relief operations phase?
Which is turn 4, yes. But
okay.
You can see if you're being with another player, you can shift supplies from their warehouse to yours, and then you can dump it out into a district if you're there.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll put my other team in District 1.
Okay, so you're on District 1, and yeah, just starters. Dan's on the ground. John's deployed his 2, and Jan's deployed his 2. John's deploying his 2 now.
Okay, so can you quickly explain to me, besides putting them in these to draw a card, where these can go and what they do in each place?
Sure. In emergency, so 2 things. One, where you're putting them right now is mostly being how useful can you be to somebody else. It's useful to have one here so that you can draw a coordination deck, at least one. But otherwise, in your turn, you will be able to move them in the human resource phase before you do anything else. That being said, in each of these zones, emergency relief is where you put the team if you want to be able to move supply from your warehouse to that area.
Oh.
Rescue is where you put them if you want them to be available to fulfill the rescue need of the card when it's resolved. And you don't know when that's going to be resolved. It could be resolved in Tunis' turn. It could be the first thing that happens could be resolving district 4, where so if someone is in the rescue box here, great. Or it could be several turns before that happens.
Okay.
Infrastructure is infrastructure is mostly useless at the moment. Infrastructure will be critical later when districts are not in emergency and they're in early recovery, and then you need to be there to place infrastructure from your warehouse into that district.
Okay.
Security is, I believe, so security operations is where you need to be to do security operations. Why do we care about those? They are...
Well, I can't do security anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's to remove social unrest, basically, and there are costs to some of the players to do that because it's bad publicity. And then there is assessment, which is what lets you place this in the zone.
Lets you peek at the upcoming cards.
It lets everyone peek at the upcoming cards, and that will be there until something shows up to say it goes away.
Okay, and then in here it lets you draw one of the...
If it's in any one of these clusters up here, then you draw one of these per cluster that you're in. and then only one of them can you actually use. So this lets you choose. Media outreach. Media outreach with the restrictions it has posted below there, because they explain, and I've talked about that before.
Yep.
Media outreach will allow you to add 1 OP to your current total or subtract an OP from another player, depending on whether you're talking up your efforts or talking down someone else's.
Okay, let's see. What is an OP versus an RP? RP is like how
RP
much
is how much
doing.
RP is how much actual recovery. How much are we doing to? What's the situation like? How good is the recovery? OP is optics, basically. How good you look, and it's also victory points.
It sounds like we all share RP.
Yes.
But we all have our own OP.
Yep. So you see RP here.
And if the country is not sufficiently recovered, then who wins is based on OPs.
It's if the country is not sufficiently recovered, yes.
Unless it's like really insufficiently recovered, and then we just all lose.
You'll lose, yes. But you can also, you see in special rules, you can spend OPs for like public support to get additional supplies. So it's not all selfish. You can spend OPs to get extra resources to work with.
All right, great. So I'm going to put 1 in the win condition, and then I'm going to put 1 in. So if I go here, that draws me a card, and then if he stays there later, what does that allow for?
It means that if you get someone in this area, so you'll be able to draw a card, and also if someone needs to access your wash supplies, which looks like the purple here, then they can move a person to there and raid your blue things from your warehouse, with your permission, obviously. So then they can deploy them more rapidly to an area.
Okay, so we have to both be in there for them to do that.
Yep, these are basically meeting rooms. So the health and medical meeting, the wash meeting, the food meeting, etc.
If I want to deploy my own supplies, I go here.
Correct.
Okay.
And again, with a turn order, you can be here at the start of your turn, and then in the human resources turn, you can then move over
out
there.
Later. Okay, got it.
Okay, so we're all set up. Tunis, turn 1. You are in 1. Okay, you're in 1 of these chambers here. So you get 1 of these coordination cards. We'll flip it. Okay. Shelter cluster cooperate. So if you're in the shelter cluster, which you are, either place 1 new shelter supply in every district for everyone in the cluster, including you, or remove the fire.
Well, I guess we don't have a fire card.
Which is good. Nothing's on fire right now.
Yeah. So place 1 new shelter supply in any district for each participant. Okay, so we're both. No, there's just me. So I guess
I read that as being from. I'll ask
from the
supply.
supply.
I read that as being from the supply because it's new. Does anyone disagree?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, I'll just find there we are.
I mean, it says place 1 new shelter supply.
Wrong one. I need white, don't I? There we are. So place that in
District
any
1.
district. Okay. Yep. So there we are. So that's. But there is no.
It doesn't need any shelter.
There's no need for shelter there at the moment, though.
Yeah, in any. Okay, I thought it was. Gotcha. We'll do District 3 then.
Which is literally anyone who needs it. So great. That's one of the things that's needed there.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that's been done, and then we put that in here and we shuffle.
Now, are supplies used for anything other than emergency cards?
They're used to fulfill needs in districts. You can also use them to get infrastructure later on.
Gotcha.
Which they talk about here.
Well, it's also good. District 3 is worth 6 RP, so that's the most of all the emergency cards.
So now, and that's because there are 3,200 people at risk there.
Oh.
So now, event deck. District 2. Resolve the face-up at risk card in District 2. So we fail.
Ooh.
We've done. There's 2 things that are needed there. We haven't done either of them. That is one of the smallest ones, thankfully. Let me just quickly see what we do when it fails. I have done this. That's playing the game. 4.2, I think, is what I need. So we subtract the indicated number of RP from the RP track. If the media card is present, everyone there loses 1 OP. They're not there, so we don't lose OP. But the we do go down 3. Now that was District 4? No, District 2. Where's District 2? Down here. Yep. So that goes away. We flip the next one. So the next card in this area is another emergency one. I'll move this up here out of the way. So we'll just have it there to say, we failed those people. They died. Okay, so that was the emergency. That was the event card. Next, we come to the human resources card. So you can rearrange your teams as you wish.
Just mine.
Just yours. Yep, between the ones to districts, or to attending cluster meetings, or to media outreach. So you put them where you want them to be, and work out what you're going to do next. Like, if you want to attend a meeting someone else in because you want to get their resources.
Yeah, I have a lot of these too, the green and the blue one. So you can use those of mine if you want.
That might be good, because then maybe I can focus on District 3. And so if I move, yeah. So I'll move that guy.
To succeed at these, we need half or more, was it?
To see these, we need to actually win. We need to do all of them. To avoid losing when it's resolved, we need all but one.
Okay.
Oh.
All but one category, that is.
Yeah, all one category.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if we got medical, wash, food, and shelter, but there's no one rescue, then we neither succeed nor fail when it goes, because we're almost there.
Gotcha. Well, let me move up here to
But
rescue.
if you want to drop the cubes in there, I mean, you can be emergency relief is where you got to be to drop cubes in.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
Yep. Although you can also use your being local to drop 1 cube in every zone.
Is that in this phase?
That not this phase, but in relief operations when we're dropping the cubes in.
Oh, gotcha. That's turn. Okay, part 4. Okay. Gotcha.
So we've done that's your human resources. We're now in emergency relief. So this is where you move supplies to districts where you are, or you can do this in any order. So I recommend you actually start with second part where you trade thing. You can, if you're in a cluster meeting with another player, you can draw supplies or move supplies between your warehouses.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you are in the wash meeting, so you can move these supplies either to him or to you.
I guess I'll move 1 to me. That's NGO.
Yeah, but I'd actually recommend moving all of them unless he wants to hold on to one, because even if you don't need it for this zone, you can still drop it into another zone.
That's true, yeah. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, because you have this special, like, drop them for free move. So.
Okay, that works, yeah.
Okay, now having done that, you can also transfer supplies of that type between your warehouses at the same location. So you can... Oh, you've done that. Yeah, that's fine. So now you can move supplies to districts. So you can move them any number to where you have a team in emergency relief.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Yep. And then do you want to drop what? Do you want to drop some of the other things in?
Yeah, we'll do that. And that'll be good for that district.
Yeah, that's currently short 1 food, short 1 medical, and short 1 person rescue. But it's a lot better than it was. Now, what do you want to do with these two? Do you want to move them out or keep them stored for later? You can use your local...
Yeah, now this is my special rule. So I'll do that, and white, the shelter, we don't need anywhere, but I guess...
I have one question, because the player card says you may place 1 supply from a warehouse to each district.
Yes. Using special rules, even if there's no teams there. So by being in emergency relief, he can drop in as many as he likes.
Okay.
But using like local police or local helpers, he personally can move 1 cube to each other space as if he wishes.
Yeah. I was stuck on the place 1 supply into each district. Yep.
So it may not even hurt to just keep the shelter for later until.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that.
Okay, so dropping this in here. All right, next is... Hang on, in the wrong zone. Next is special operations. So I'll go. So you can't do infrastructure right now. Logistic operations. You don't have logistics infrastructure. You don't have supplies out here because you can't get there. You're not immediate outreach. You're not doing needs assessment. You're not doing security operations. And there, you don't need to do anything about cholera right now. So that's good. We're up to supply phase. It works differently for you to everyone else. So basically, we are in days 1 to 2. You have a new team, which you can...
Can I place that team now?
Yes. You can put it into a district or cluster, wherever you like.
Well, there's a media guy here. Let's go ahead and put another one onto a district, and I'll put it into District 1.
Okay. Or you can put it into rescue if you like.
Oh, that's true. You know what? Yeah, let's do that.
And you randomly drew these 3 cubes here.
Cool.
So if you have them of the same color, you can exchange them for one infrastructure of the same type. If there's 3 of different colors, so if 3 of the same color are drawn, you can exchange them for one infrastructure of the same type. They're not they're not all drawn that way. And if they're all 3 of different colors, you can exchange them for a logistics infrastructure. But they don't count towards the amount they're locally produced. They don't come from the sea. Again, this is another quick opinion. It says drawn. Do you believe, communally, that he should be able to match the 2 that he drew with the one that's already there to turn that into logistics if he wishes? Or, sorry, into shelter if he wishes?
I would say probably not.
It does say drawn.
Yeah.
I think it's just from the bag.
Okay. So you get your team, which you placed. Great. So that is your turn. Hedra player. You've got no teams, so you can't get coordination right now. So you draw an event card. See what happens. Things change. Remove need assessment from anywhere, from a district, and then shuffle the at-risk cards. But there isn't any, so nothing happens. Just the media moves to the next zone.
No.
The media have decided to move to District 2.
Mm-hmm. Next is human resources. You still have no teams. You have no teams for relief operations.
And do sweet FA.
Yep. You're getting organized, which is basically doing sweet FA. Can't do special operations. So now it's supply phase. So you've got 2 teams you can put wherever you like, and you're going to get 4 supply, which I'll drop beside here.
Okay. Right. Well. Okay then. So I can put them wherever I like. So I can put one in the cluster coordination.
Yep. Also, be mindful while you don't have a chance to do anything else this turn. Be mindful that if you want someone else to access your resources, put one team in the relevant cluster for that. You'll have a chance to move them again before you can proactively do anything with these.
I'm going to stick one in logistics, and I'm going to go for security with the middle class.
I will say security. So it'll cost you 1 OP per team, so you'll lose victory points if you do that.
That's all right. We'll claw it back.
I mean, it doesn't gain you anything at the moment, and it costs you stuff.
Yeah, there's no need, right?
We'll
it's only relevant if there is unrest, right?
Yes, if the social unrest there, then you can help.
Okay.
But right now,
then.
I wouldn't.
Well, in that case, then I'll go for rescue.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Now you've got these 4 resources, so you can work out where you want to land them in.
Land them in the airport.
Okay, so you drop them there, which means we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to 1 more resource can arrive in the airport this turn between all other players.
Perfect.
Okay. So that is your turn. That was quick. UN player, which is Jan. You've got 2 here, so you get You can choose which of these you want to do.
Let's see, shelter, place. Do we need shelter somewhere? This one?
Not at the moment. Like, at the moment, it's already on the ground. There's no other one there. But this one rewards you for having more than one person in cluster meetings.
You're also not even in the shelter cluster anyway, so.
Oh, true.
No.
So you literally can't do this one.
All right, then let's do the other one.
Okay.
So
you
get
one new
cluster,
supply.
place one new supply.
Oh, but you're not in the districts. You don't have anyone in the teams.
But he is in the logistics cluster.
Ah, true. Place one supply of any type in your warehouse.
Mhm.
Great. What would you like?
What would I like? What do I have? What do we need? So many questions. Medical.
I want to finish this one, right? Before.
Yeah, we need one more medical and one more food for free. And if we're also
You do have
kind of going towards District 4.
But you don't have food. So you
Oh.
could get food and then drop in there. Also, District 2 is under the eyes of the media and there's nothing.
True. Yeah, get me a food.
Okay. In this warehouse here?
Yes, please.
Cool. Okay, so I'll put this in here. Now we do
So
events.
Is this the limited, like the one thing we can get here?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, so nothing's. That was just created. It wasn't imported, so that doesn't use that up yet.
Okay.
But yes, there's only one that can land there. District 4 is resolved again. So no, we don't have all these things here. So we lose another. We lose 3 RP.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Let me just see. There's someone in there now.
We needed security. Why did you talk Dave out of security?
Ah, I knew it.
Okay, yeah, there's no cost to it because the media aren't there. They don't see it, so he doesn't get hurt for being present.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's not an early recovery card. So.
Oh, okay, good.
There we go. Okay, so there's another emergency there. This is a growing emergency as more and more people keep dying in the middle class district.
Mm-hmm.
Now we move to the human resources, so you can move your teams as you wish.
Quick, come to the middle class area. They're important.
They are important.
But at least, I mean, they've died. There's been 2 disasters that have happened there already, so hopefully they're less likely to come up in the cards now.
We go to emergency relief. And if I want to drop one here, I need to be there as well, right?
Yeah, you need the emergency relief to complete that. Yeah. And if you can drop in a red and a green there, that means...
That means what?
If this has 1 more red and 1 more green, then that's everything it needs for if it gets resolved.
But I only need one team there to do
6
that.
points.
Yeah, correct. By being 1 person there, you have access to drop as many as you like in there from your resources.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's human resources. Now we come to emergency relief, which is, so you're not in the clusters anymore, so you can't trade between people, but you don't need to. You can drop supplies from your warehouses directly into wherever you're on emergency relief.
Okay, so let's fulfill these needs.
Okay. I'll follow the recommendation. Just let's put it on top of there. Say yes, we've done it.
And should I start dropping there as well? Yeah, I guess we're getting new resources anyway, so they don't need shelter though.
Not at the moment. Not till later on, I guess.
All right, that's it.
Okay, now we come to special operations, which let's see if any of that's relevant. Infrastructure, no. Logistics, no. Media outreach, no. Needs assessment, no. Security operations, no. Cholera, no. Supply. So you get, in days 1 to 2, you get an extra team to place where you like, and you get 2 supply.
What sort of supplies are these? Shelter and wash?
1, yep. It's always the way. It's like it's the immediate emergency, and people keep sending blankets and tents. Like, no, we need food. We need medical supplies. So you drop one there, which use that up.
Oops, this one.
Okay. And then you can't land the other one there. There's no more space. You can
Ah,
either
I
put
see, I
it
see.
in the frontier, or you can land at the airport.
Let it get where the frontier.
Because you don't need it urgently right now. Yep. Okay. So that is your turn. We move on to John.
Okay, I get
You,
two cards.
You get 2 of these, looks like. Okay. So which one do you want to do?
Select any card I want and play it. That sounds good.
Yep. And you're not in the logistics cluster, so makes sense. Select any card you like and do it. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
I mean, there's
Not
3
this
people there at the
one.
moment.
I don't have any teams in districts, so this one doesn't really help.
That's nice.
Resolve a district, but
You
it's...
just go, I will resolve District 3.
all players present there gain OPs. Well, I don't want that because...
Oh, because that's actually bad for you, yes.
I
Because
don't want to
everyone
save
higher,
those human
me
beings.
specifically.
but everyone higher than you loses UOP. Yeah. Like,
So,
we'll save them
sorry.
when we're ready.
I'm in the food one, I am. Place 1 food supply.
In one district, because you're in there. Yep.
Well,
The middle
I already
class
have
needs
plenty-
food.
I have plenty of food already, so we're not doing that one. That's cool, but that seems advanced, so I'm gonna not do that one yet.
In a convention, they actually suggest, and I know we're all learning this, I'm not saying slow, we're slow. In a convention, they suggest doing a 2-hour timed game and saying that you get a bonus if you complete the whole thing by the end of 2 hours to encourage the pressure of things. But we're getting faster.
Alright, am I with Karana? I am. I'm in the wash cluster with Karana.
Place 1 new supply of that type in any district. So you could, or a wash, or this gives you 3.
Alright, that's like the same thing.
You're not in meter outreach right now. You're not in health. That would be bad. I choose clusterfuck now. Endless meetings, nothing happens. Teamwork.
Immediately reassign a team to a new location. That's cool, but that requires more knowledge of the game than I have.
Color response.
Alright, so we're just doing this one.
Okay, so you get, is it 3 new? 1 new for each. So I'll get you 3 wash supply. There you go.
You might want to do District 4 for one of them, and then maybe District 1.
Yeah, these go any place. So, District 1 and 4.
In fact, then 2.
The media is here, so we want to get started.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
And that would complete the wash requirement for the emergency card.
Whichever one helps. Okay. So
Alright,
that's
great.
go to event time. District 3, which actually is good.
Nice.
So
See?
we've done all the
Told you we
things.
didn't need to do it yet.
Ooh.
So I'll grab these. Put them here. Now there is a good thing here for people here. Where is it? There it is. They are met, so we get 6. The media are not there, but we gain 6. So we're back to neutral. We did have a disaster in the other area, but hey, got better. So now there's another 2,800 people at risk there. And with the
Teams
need of
there get any OPs? For
Two
being so
medical-
awesome.
apparently not. No, apparently no, because the media aren't there.
Interesting.
So we should-
Okay.
Really does encourage people to play for the media if they want to get more supply in.
All right, cool. So that's done. Human resources. So now I move around.
Yep, reallocate your teams as you desire.
All right, so I have food and medicine available. And I could team up with anyone who has wash, it looks like. And the media's here, so this needs food and medicine. These two need a bunch of stuff still. So if I go on the media outreach thing, what happens?
Then during the special operations, you can, let me find the exact text of it. You get either gain an OP for yourself or subtract it from someone else.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go here.
Yep.
And then, look, guys, I can spend them on additional supplies. So
Oh, yes. Yes, we can tell.
just put that out there.
That's definitely what you're doing.
And I guess I will get started here. Because they need food and medicine, and I have that.
Makes sense to me. So having done that, you now enter relief operation.
Now I
So
move my supplies in.
yep, you can land as many as you like from your warehouse to this region.
Right. Well, they need food and medicine.
So making a good
And
start.
that's the best I can do.
Yep. And now we go to special operations. So logistics, no. Needs assessment. Infrastructure operation, no. Needs assessment, no. Media outreach, again, okay.
All right, where do I record that?
Here, you got to.
Oh, just the same track? Okay.
Yep. Security, you can't do
Security.
anyway. You're not doing needs assessment there. Great. So
And
that's,
then supplies.
yep. So you get an extra team, it looks like, and I'll get you 3 supplies, and you go get what you land.
Okay, so I get a new team, and I get 3 supplies. And this says I have special supply rules where I can choose supplies and exchange supplies. How does this work?
That's interesting. Supplies are chosen. I think that's interesting. Let me have another look at supply. I wonder if I've been handling it wrong. Everyone else, they can choose what sort of type. Okay, so everyone else can choose. Sorry about that, guys. So what supply would you like? You get 3. And people who've
Okay.
gone previously, if given no one seems to need shelter right now, if you want to replace your shelter with something else, that's okay.
Well,
okay.
right now I need medicine. So it's looking like probably medicine is what I'm going for.
Anything else?
No, I'm going to go for 3 medicines.
All right. There you go.
Great.
Now you can only land one of them,
All right, so I can put one at the airport.
and everything
And
else
then we're
goes in
maxed
your.
out at the airport.
Yeah,
Right?
everything else goes up here.
All right.
Now, header. So, Dave, you can change this to something else if you want it, or in fact, any of these to something else if you want it, because apparently you can choose.
You know what? I might switch the shelter supplies to medical supplies, please.
There you go. Done.
Tut.
And Jan, do you want to change? Like you got.
No, I'm alright.
Cool. I'll put the rest back in here.
I'm going to need those blankets eventually.
No.
Okay. And then you'll be laughing. So you've done the supply. You got that guy. You just got to replace him somewhere.
All right, and I got to put this dude down. Okay, so when he gets back to my turn, I'm going to want somebody in here to draw a card. So I'm going to put him here.
Yeah, we're kind of short on health and medical
Yeah, and then that way
in the
anybody
districts
can
anyway.
come to, anybody can come to here and take my medicine as well.
Yeah, not from here though. I think not from the frontier. Only from the port and the other one.
Well, my one medical supply you can take.
Yeah.
So the,
Okay, I
the
think
supplies
that's
at the frontier can only be brought in by the respective player, so to say, and the others
Yeah,
can
they
be
can be brought in.
exchanged. Okay. Mm.
Yes, can be brought in by that player with the logistics action in the supply in this special operations turn.
Mhm.
They can transfer them into their warehouses here.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that is the first turn. Move to turn 2. We go back up to the top. Tunis, your coordination phase. Do you have anyone in the cluster coordination? Yes, you do. Just the
Do
one.
yeah.
So draw one and see what it is. Color response.
If participating in the health or wash cluster, which I am, play this card during the special operations phase to remove a face-up cholera card. From each
you can-
district where you
you
have
can
a team
retain it.
assigned. Cool.
So just grab it here and yeah, you hang on to it.
Yeah.
Cool. And now events. District 4 happens again.
Oh boy. Brilliant.
So meat is not there, but these go away. And we lose 5 RP.
I'm getting the sense that we should probably be concentrating our efforts in one place at a time.
District 4, so we're down in an early recovery, so we can put down infrastructure here. There's all medical, wash, food, and shelter at the moment. There's only 600 people. Like,
Interesting.
almost everyone who was going to die immediately in that area. So now it's less things are required there. But
Let me ask you this: the event deck. Is it that when you draw a card, it is discarded?
yes,
I see that. What we're doing. Okay.
yeah. Whereas coordination, it goes back in again.
Are we supposed to know how many of each district cards are in the event deck?
I believe it's exactly one for every card in each of these decks. So, like, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know how many are in each of these, but yes, it is supposed to happen less often if it is drawn more often.
Okay. So like District 4 has already happened twice. So
all three
maybe
of these are District 4.
I've got a quick question. Because that emergency kind of got failed, doesn't myself and the UN also suffer reputation
No,
because we're
because
there? Oh, is it? Oh, because the media's not there.
Yeah, they're there.
Nobody
So
sees us failing.
no one sees, no one knows.
Yeah. If you don't see it, it's not illegal. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe we just don't focus on District 4 in the future.
Or at least not till the media gets there.
Yeah.
I want to have infrastructure everywhere in the end, so.
Yeah. And also infrastructure, like even one infrastructure in District 4, which now can take shelter, will keep paying off with every card.
That's true. Okay, so I can reallocate. I am going to move from wash to health and medical, because that's going to allow me to take some stuff from warehouses. For my special rule, can I take things from the airport and put them in my warehouse?
What do you mean?
It doesn't say, so I can move from a warehouse to my warehouse.
This thing here?
Yeah.
That's warehouse to district. So yes, you can draw from. You only have one warehouse here anyway, so you can draw from this warehouse and deploy to the districts, even if you don't have a person there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The only way you can get other people's supply, and that seems to only be at the port because it's only at the same port in the same location. So you need to be in the cluster with them, and you can raid their port warehouse.
Okay, that's true. I gotcha. Well, where do we need food?
3 and 4.
Okay, so I can take this guy and put it, because I'm with the NGOs.
So hang
in
on,
health and medical.
are you at relief operations now? You moved your teams
Yeah.
around? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Then do you
Okay. Let me actually let me take this team from rescue and put it into a different. We're kind of looking at District 2, so maybe I'll put that into
rescue there?
the rescue box there. Yeah. So what
And
District 2 is.
Also, what are you looking at putting into District 3? Just the one, right?
The one wash, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you don't need to be in emergency relief then. You can just go to rescue if you want. Because you've got your local forces who can deliver one cube there without.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. That works.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that then for that.
Do you want to deliver a shelter to District 4?
Yeah. And there's no more shelter. There is new. That's.
That's not your warehouse, though.
Yeah.
Yep, and no one else has medical
And I think that's
supply
it. Yeah.
at the port. Yep.
Mhm.
So you have done, that's relief operations. Then you go to special operations. You can't do logistics at the moment. Okay, so you can do logistics. Yeah, logistics for everyone, each team at the logistics cluster, which is fine. You can't do infrastructure at the moment.
So, if we're allowed take backsies,
Yep, because we're learning.
I have a suggestion if you'd like to hear it.
Sure.
It seems like if you took this guy and put him here instead, then you could deploy my medical supplies and complete District 2, which has immediate presence.
But you can only transfer things from the cluster to your warehouse in the same location.
Yeah. And he only has a warehouse in the port, so we really need to get our supplies to the port so that Tunis can spread it everywhere.
Oh, he can't use my
Ah.
stuff.
Not unless
it has to
you
be
use. If
imported?
you spend a logistics action to drop there to here, then he can.
Oh.
Yeah, but okay, so I can't do that right now because it's not my turn.
Mhm.
I thought it was like just always if you're in the same space, you can.
No, it's within the same location. Like you, by being in the same space, if you had medical in the port, he could grab that in his turn. But he couldn't grab it
Okay,
from
but
other
you can't
locations
get
where
it
he
from
doesn't have a
there
warehouse.
or-
No, 'cause he
I
doesn't have
should
a
be able
warehouse.
to take his food here, right?
If you're both in the food box.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
I
so
see. Okay.
probably-
It's not just.
No.
Okay.
Not that type. Okay, so you've done that. You can't do special opera. Do you still want to be here, given that you can't get that, or do you want to be doing something else? Like,
I guess I was thinking for in the future when
that
I
makes sense.
draw. Yeah.
Okay, special operations then, that's fine. We go to supply phase. So you randomly draw 3. You get a new team, and you randomly draw 3 of these.
All right.
And they don't take port capacity, so you can just drop them straight in there. And then you've got your extra team to deploy somewhere.
Put that. Put that into rescue here. Just in case, we fill up District 1 and then.
It drops. Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're only 2 medical short, so someone could come up with that. And also, if that drops now, you're now only 1 category short. So
That's good. Yeah, that's true.
Not going to lose any.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so that is that. You've got supply there. We now move on to header. Dave, you actually can do something this turn.
Yeah.
You have someone in cluster, so you get shelter cluster coordination. You're not there, so it doesn't do anything. Then we go to an event, District 2. So there is a rescue. There is short a medical, but you're only short 1 category. So you neither win nor lose anything. These go into here. This goes away up here, but if I'm right, and I will double check that,
Fire.
Oh, it goes from bad to worse. Oh, God.
Yeah, there's no change. So even though the media are there, there's no RP doesn't go up or down. Fire.
Oh no,
If
sick. We
if
got
team
out.
is assigned to rescue, which they are, ignore the card and everyone in the district gains 1 OP.
Ooh.
Oh.
All
Let's
right.
go.
So NGO and Karana both got 1. Excellent. So we've done that. We get that there. Next thing is violence.
Violence.
If there's more social unrest and security in the district, there is none of either. So that doesn't happen. Next card.
Oh,
Malnutrition.
come on.
If there's food here, remove 1 medical.
More people, come on.
There isn't any medical. If there's no food or medical, lose 1 up. So RP goes down by 1. Remove the card and flip another.
Wow.
There we go. Well, that was exciting.
Camouflage.
When it rains, it pours, eh? Whew.
Yeah.
But I mean, you actually did. There was only one.
Yeah.
Got 1 RP, dealt with a fire. And that's
Remove
all.
the cubes.
That's all
How
because
is the-
Tunis put someone into rescue just then.
Yeah.
If there's
Shucks.
if you remove all the cubes after resolving a card, how is it possible to actually succeed that card? Because you need cubes to pass the check, right?
You could
You'd
probably
like
have
to
more
succeed
than.
cubes.
Yeah, you could have more than the minimum requirement.
Okay, so you remove up to the
You
minimum
remove
required
everything.
when you
Yeah,
resolve,
everything that's trying to.
but not excess. Okay.
Yeah. That was a good question. I had to remember that. So that was exciting. Human resource phase. You can reallocate your teams as you wish.
Okay. So do I get the +2 teams,
Nope,
or
not
is that
yet.
the next phase?
That's
In
next
the-
phase.
Okay.
So you've got 2 on the ground at the moment. You've 1 in logistics here and 1 in rescue up here. You can move
Right.
those around. as
Okay
you
then.
wish.
Then you know what I might do? I might switch this guy to emergency relief up here.
Makes sense. And then you can land things from here or here as
Yep.
you wish. Yep.
Yep.
And what?
So
Okay. So that's those.
do that.
Leave this guy in logistics for now.
Say again.
Leave this guy there for now.
Yeah, we're leaving him in logistics.
Okay. Next is relief operations. So yes, you can.
Right. So what we'll do is I think it might be a good idea to
What are they there?
go boom and then boom.
Oh, you haven't got that yet, though.
No?
No, you're
No,
in relief
oh,
operations phase,
first you-
which is
Move
Oh.
the resources.
so you got to move.
Oh, okay. So I'll put 1 in there, and then the wash, and then the food.
Nice. You got literally everything they need there. Great.
Yep.
Let's put there. Put beside.
We saved the middle class, guys.
Finally, we've saved the middle class. Hooray us. Okay, so now move to special operations phase. So you haven't got any infrastructure there, but now you're in logistics operation. So you can either place logistics infrastructure for each team that's currently assigned to infrastructure in a district. You can transfer 1 infrastructure there. So you have the logistics cluster, which you do. You do logistics operation, which lets you place 1 additional logistics at the port or airport if you have the token present in your warehouse, which you don't currently. Or you can move any number of supplies between your warehouses, including at the frontier, which doesn't count towards capacity. So that's not going to pay off this time. Do you want to move that somewhere else, given that it doesn't do anything with your current way things currently are?
You know what? I'll just live with my decision.
Okay.
You know what?
Hey, Dave, just as an alternate option, instead of putting everything in a District 4, if you put it in a District 1, that's worth 4 RP as opposed to just 1. So, I mean, that might help us in the long run. And we can, with your 2 medical, this one they just put down, and then this one in the warehouse, we can get rid of this, or lock it down pretty much.
I mean, you could also just, if you don't live with the decision, if you put this guy in here, you could do both.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then. So we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, you're still short one medical, but
Just
At
move.
least it helps. At least it
Yeah.
helps.
it does, yeah.
At least
Sure.
it helps.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was special operations through there. Supply, you get now you get your 2 new teams.
Yeah.
And you tell me what 5 supply you want to come in.
I'll just take it as it comes, Potluck.
All right. So
There you
one shelter, 2 wash, or medical, and a food. Now, how much do you want to land in these locations, and how much do you want to leave at the frontier?
I am going to say that. Hang on, let's have a look at these cards here. Right. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm going to say 2 there, and then we'll take these into the airport here.
Okay.
So, as a question, how do we actually get more infrastructure pieces to add to the locations?
You can exchange any 3 supply for health, wash, food, shelter, or logistics infrastructure in your warehouse location, and then in a subsequent turn, someone having a piece in logistics cluster will let you place it in. But use your specific ability to get one of these in your box here.
And it looks like other people can also do that. In fact,
Yep.
It looks like Dave does it better than anybody because he exchanges 2 pieces.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. You've placed those, you've placed that, and now you move on to the UN.
Yep. I draw 1 coordination card.
Health cluster, which you're not in at the moment. That's fine.
Nope.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Event.
5 is on the move.
Remove 1 food, water, shelter from District 5.
That's okay, they don't have any. If not enough, add 1 social unrest there. Okay.
Oh. Shucks.
Okay. Reallocate your teams. Let's see. Need wash here, so that's probably good. Don't need anything in District 4 though.
You can probably move your team out of District 4.
Yeah. I go down here, District 2, because they need stuff.
If you want to drive anything from here, which you probably don't need to, then you need someone in logistics. Just in terms of...
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should move in the cluster coordination somewhere.
You want to drop things here, so what do you need? 1 medical, 2 wash.
Well, I guess I go to logistics so that I can bring down my medical supply. Oh no, those are not mine.
But if you're in medical, you can borrow medical from in the airport to your house there, and then
that is a good idea. That is a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, it would also be good for Dave or Jan to get one of the logistical bottleneck things.
Yep.
It seems like we're landing a bunch of supplies out here that we can't really use.
Yes.
That is, you mean exchanging the supplies for infrastructure?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can
during
the
supply phase or whatever, whenever you do that.
At the end, the last phase of the turn.
I need 3.
Which you can also do, like you can convert it out here, and then it just takes a while.
Yeah.
You can do one or the other, so it'll take longer. Okay, so you've done that.
Okay, relief operations.
So you can borrow medical supplies and move it into your warehouse here, and then you can deploy from these warehouses of yours to the place you need.
So who's with me there in the... Everybody.
You can't borrow from Hatter, yeah. So he's not at that meeting, but everyone else there.
Oh.
But you have 1, 2, 1, and 1 now. You just drop literally the whole requirement into the district. Actually, no, you can't. Sorry, I keep getting mixed up with Corona. But
yeah.
you can.
So Wash is
handle.
here.
You can handle.
Drop this one here.
Yeah. And you can handle medical and shelter in this district.
In which one?
In this district where you are now.
There, yeah. I can bring my
You
shelter
can handle
here.
one from there and one from this warehouse. Yep. And this one if you want, which will.
But I
handle
just
2 of the 4
moved it now from the NGO up.
That's okay. It's still
okay.
still the same phase. So.
I see. All right, I guess that's that. Supply.
No, I need this.
So what happened?
I need my medical supplies. You can't take it.
Is that so? All right.
Yeah, we gotta get them over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I get 1 additional team.
Oh, yes, we're in that phase. So 1 team, and you can get which 3
3
supplies would you like?
supplies, and I'm thinking about spending an OP to get 2 more supplies.
You don't have any though.
I can't go
Is it
negative.
possible to go negative?
I don't believe so. You think you're negative on RP, but not on OP.
I see.
Unless it forces you. I may be wrong.
I see. So then I go logistics with those guys. And it looks like we need food in the future.
Yep. No, you can't purchase to go to below 0.
Credit score is not high enough to borrow OP.
No, you need more media coverage.
Okay.
So you said food?
Yeah, 2 food and 1 medical, please.
Okay, 2 food, 1 medical.
Alright, and we can still dump 2 in the airport. Do that. And
1 in the border if you wish, or yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And that's me done.
Okay. John, you are currently in one of these, so you get 1 of these. If you conduct media outreach this turn, you can add 1 OP to another player if you wish, in addition to one you get for yourself.
Media to any district. Okay.
That's helpful.
That's great.
We'll leave it out until you've actually done that, so you don't forget. Event time. Political instability. For each district where social unrest exceeds security, there is 1. Remove 1 supply and Corona loses 1 op. So remove 1 supply from here, there isn't any, but Corona loses an op and goes back down to 0.
Thanks.
Blame the NGOs and their political instability. Okay. Human resources. What do you want to do with your teams?
Yeah, so I'm going to move from here to here. And I think I'm going to move to here because I have all these medical supplies at the border that I'd like to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it for them. And then I need to move my supply.
Okay.
So I'm going to take.
So wait, have you done your media assessment? think you just jumped the. So you're doing relief operations. Sorry, I thought you were already at supply at the end.
Yeah, I'm doing this one.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead.
Yep. So we're gonna do this.
Excellent.
District 1 is in the bag.
Yep. Hopefully it will drop while there's still a team sitting in rescue before they have to go somewhere else.
And I think that's actually all I want to do there for that.
Okay. You wish to shift any... You're not in a clustering anymore? Oh, you're in clustering... Yeah, you're in clustering with logistics, but that's...
Yeah, we don't have any logistics pieces right now, so...
Yep. Okay, special operation phase.
Logistics operation. I would like to move these guys from the warehouse here.
Yep.
To the warehouse here.
Fantastic. Would you like to conduct some media outreach?
And then no needs assessment, media outreach. I would like to conduct, and additionally...
So who else is going to get some positive media coverage?
I'm going to start with myself, good.
Yep.
And then who wants 1 OP of media coverage?
Karana would very much enjoy some positive media coverage.
Yeah, you get to distribute supplies for free, so giving you 1 OP to spend on extra supplies seems like a smart move.
Oh.
But there you go. And then I'm going to move the media to District 1.
I like the combo of both saying, hey, you can get additional supplies. Have some OP which I really would like you to spend, hint, hint.
We'll see.
And then receive new teams and supplies. Okay, so it is, what turn is it?
Turn
3 to 4.
3 to 4. You get an extra team and 4 supply. What supply would you like?
Well, let me do my team first here.
Sure.
Put my team in. See, what do we need in all these places? We need
medical is needed here.
Medicine here mostly, and food. And you have wash and shelter. We have food co-located, so yeah, I'll get some more medicine in, and then I'll put my team member in the medical meeting.
Cool. How much medicine would you like? Nice. You have any supplies, sorry? You have 4 coming in.
I'm actually going to get 1 more medicine, and I'm going to exchange 3 supplies for...
So you only get 3 of whatever, which you're going to exchange for logistics?
Yeah, so I'm going to get a health logistical thingy.
Cool. So those, and that they both land up here. Because there's no capacity to land anywhere else.
You guys are using all the capacity. Come on, guys.
I mean, you've got a ton of supply coming in, and you've got great media coverage. You don't have any remaining slots for your planes or ships to land. Okay, set supply there. We move on to turn 3, being days 5 to 7 after the crisis. Tunis.
All right, so I will draw a coordination card.
Mm-hmm. Wash. You're not there?
Cluster, but I'm not there. No.
Okay. Event happens. District 4 again. But
oh, hey, cool.
Everything's there, though, so you gain 1 RP.
So this one says early recovery. So
yes.
Does that mean...
It means that we can play infrastructure there now. If it says early recovery. Whereas we can't do that during the emergency phase.
Cool.
So those 4 are cleared. There's now another 4 needed for that. There's another 600 people at risk, but we saved those 600. And we went from -6 for the overall crisis to -5.
Right.
So for medical infrastructure, that is like persistent, right?
Yep. Infrastructure space. Yep.
How many
See-
more of these are there?
There are 4 more after this.
All right, cool.
And some of the people, like Jan, really wants infrastructure everywhere anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm going to move my team from District 3 to District 2.
Mhm.
And, no, actually, I'm going to move it from Rescue in District 2 to Relief in 2.
Because it doesn't need rescue anymore. Great.
Yeah.
Any other movement of your teams?
I'm thinking about... Actually, I am going to move from 3 to Media Outreach.
Okay.
I just
And
gave you all
then...
this medicine to put in relief because you asked for it, and then you just leave.
He can, yeah, but he can drop anywhere
Only one, though.
I can still do that.
because he's the
No,
government.
I can't do that.
If you leave the rescue here to
Um,
go do something else, and then, yeah.
I was going to put a bunch of stuff in District 2.
District 2 is only 2 points. This is worth 5 points.
Yeah, but it puts it into early recovery.
Well, it already is an early recovery.
Yeah, it is already. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we have to. Okay,
It's just the state of it is, what does the face-up card say?
gotcha. All right, well, then in that case, I will move it to emergency relief.
But I mean, is this actually needed for your faction? You can drop anywhere, isn't that?
But you can drop
Well-
one in each location.
One. Okay, yeah.
But
got
yes, he has to be an
Good
emergency
job,
relief if he wants to drop more than one.
it. Mhm.
Yeah, we're also at -5 recovery points, so we
Yeah.
kind of need to do some recovery.
Okay, so moving to relief operations phase. So I am going to drop this into here. In fact, I'm going to move both in here. And new one food here. We already have a shelter down here.
You can take one of my medicines for this.
Yeah.
Okay, which means that if
And-
District 2 does flop, then it doesn't go up or down. But now, because it's only missing one condition.
And then I can take your other medical because I'm in it. Since we're in the same cluster, can I take both of his and move it
You're allowed to, but he
Yeah,
can say
where-
no.
Well, where do you want to put it?
into District 3? Then it only needs one more medical.
Yeah, probably smart.
I'm also in the
Where
medical
to-
cluster, so you could take mine as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Why don't you put the food in District 2 so it's fulfilled?
Not in
Um,
that cluster.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be up to you, Dave. Get the food and district.
The military here to save the day with food deliveries.
Has has some
Expired
ration
memories
packs.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes
All
death
right.
is better.
I think that's it from me. Is there any shelter that needs to go out? And I feel bad holding on to these two
District 4 could use one.
if we don't. Yeah. Okay.
You could also overstack it into District 1, and it'll just sit there till it's needed.
That's true. Yeah, we'll do that.
But as per PS, we don't get mixed up for.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, gotcha.
I mean, it should be
Okay,
fine,
so that's
but I might
it.
get it wrong. Okay. So that is relief operations.
Logistics, needs assessment, media outreach.
So you're not in
None of that.
you're not in logistics. You're not in media outreach anymore. And security, no. So you'd like to deal with that, but it will.
So I'll take 3 supplies.
Logistics infrastructure.
Oh,
Please
are
increase the
3.
throughput.
You can trade that. There's 3 different ones. So you could trade that for, where are you? Logistics infrastructure, if you like.
Is that what you guys want?
Well, somebody. It doesn't have to be you. But I literally can't do it, so somebody has to do it.
And if more things are landing in the port, that does also help you in terms of other people. You can trade with
Yeah.
other people.
I will do that then. Yeah.
Okay. So you can drop it in the next turn if you got someone in the logistic zone.
Gotcha.
And we move on to Dave.
Well, actually, let me go
Yeah.
ahead and deploy my new team
Oh, yes,
to
of course.
logistics.
Yes.
Dave,
Alright, so
you got no coordination at the moment.
no.
Okay, so we just do an event, which is infrastructure breakdown.
Oh.
Remove an infrastructure from any district, but not the port or airport. Great, there isn't any. Media moves on to the next district.
Oh, media, come back. We're doing such a good job in District 1.
Great. So yeah, human resources. What do you want to do with your teams?
Right. Okay. Now. Right. Well, instead. Oh no, this is a bugger. Because.
Well, we need food in District 2,
Yeah.
which you have.
Yeah. But I'm also worried about that social unrest as well. So.
And we need rescue in District 3.
But you also can't go to social. So it'll cost you an OP, and you can't. Actually, can you do that? I think maybe I'll do that and go negative, but. Yeah, it doesn't say you can't go negative for that. However, just pointing out that it doesn't cost Karana OP to assign teams to security.
Oh.
Whereas it does cost Hada and the UN OP.
Yeah. Okay. Well. You don't need me in District 1 anymore, I don't think. So I'm going to send that guy over to emergency relief. And
You can do rescue. This one needs rescue. And it's otherwise complete.
okay then. Yeah, we'll take some guys from the countryside and put him in rescue. And I think that's kind of where I want my teams.
I guess the question I should ask is, do you want to deploy the food here, or do you want to drop the food here? Because you got one food you can drop, and that will complete either of those two locations.
Sure, but I think probably District 3 because it's got the 5 RP, right?
Yeah.
So it gives it more of a boost.
Yeah, whereas
Yeah,
District
but if
2,
we fail District 2, you lose OP.
because the media are there.
Well,
But you'd only lose. Actually, you wouldn't lose any because we're only short one condition there.
so
I knew that, but I was trying to.
Okay.
What's more important to you, Dave?
What is
Media
this dude
coverage
doing
or
up
survival of the people?
here?
That's true.
Move these guys to both of them. And you can do both.
He only has one.
Oh, no, you only have one cube.
yeah. So yeah, it's a tough decision.
Although,
I don't know,
no one else is in food. I was going to say, otherwise you go to food and try and
Mm.
borrow some.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're down 5 points, and this is worth 5 points.
Yeah. So I mean,
And this has like not been drawn yet, so this is more likely, I think.
so yeah, just
I think we both know at this point this deck is entirely District 4. There's nothing else in there.
Okay, that's true, but
so do you think I should just take
Drop
out
it down.
District 5 and then go into emergency relief here,
Mhm.
and then when it comes to supplies, yeah, just go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've reassigned my teams. Cool.
Okay. So now we go to emergency relief. So you're not trading with anyone in the cost of coordination, but what you can do is drop these 3.
Yeah. So we'll get that done. And then we'll put medical in there.
Yep.
And we've got the shelter already. And
You can overstack this somewhere if you like.
yeah, okay, then we'll let's try and overstack it over in District 2 then.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll put it at the top so I don't accidentally draw it
Oh yeah,
down,
of course.
down
Yeah.
but it is in the district. Okay. So that being done, we move on to special operations. I don't think you're in a position to do any. That's fine. Come to supply. You get an additional team this turn, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
And you also get 6 supply. What would you like?
Give me what? We'll go 2 food, 2 medical, and 2 wash.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. And where do you want to land them?
Wait, wash is the blue.
Yeah, wash is
sorry.
purple, not
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. There's 1,
That's
there's
all
2.
Cool. Right. So
Now, if you want to land them all at the airport and at the port, you will lock everybody else out of both locations.
I don't want to be a bastard about it. No.
You
Jeez.
do also still have 2 wash sitting at the frontier waiting to be driven in.
I do, but so
But you need to have someone in logistics to drive that in the special operations turn.
yeah, okay, shit.
Which is why John's been screaming for more infrastructure.
Okay, yeah, I was an idiot there. Right, okay, fair enough. Well, can I maybe just plonk all this at the airport?
You can drop all but 1 there if you like, and lock down the airport.
Okay, we'll do that, and then
Or
yeah.
you can fly it in if you can send it by port, or you can leave it at the border.
We'll send it in for So yeah, just put it at the port. Just put it at the port.
In news today, the UN and the NGOs combined to strangle head of TF. So that's good in there. If you here's your new team, which you can assign wherever you like.
Yeah, okay.
You may.
Oh, this one's going to go in logistics. There we go.
You can drive more in from the border. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So we come around to the UN.
Okay. I get 2, yes.
Which one would you like?
With Karana.
So
2.
So you get 2 of those. Oh, look at that. If logistics, place logistics infrastructure at the port or airport instead.
Haha. I will choose this one.
Okay, so which one do you want this to land in? Because you'll be able to activate this before you have to land more supply.
What? This is 3. This is only 2. Then let's go with the airport.
Okay.
And do we still get 1 medical supply because we are in the same position?
Where would you like that?
I will drop that. Well, I can
Let's
only bring it via the frontier.
A little bit. Hang on, I need to find it. I thought it was there we are. It's to any district.
To any district.
Yeah.
To any district. Medical is sufficient here, sufficient there. We don't have anything up there.
Excellent. Okay. So now we come to events.
Yep.
Aftershock. There's additional tremors. in days 1 to 7, where we are now, remove 1 infrastructure, or if unavailable, 2 suppliers from each district.
Ouch.
I'll let you do
Wow.
that. You pick what gets
Ouch.
pulled. And then
Well,
the
the UN
Two
has
then the media
supplies
move-
from each district.
2 supplies. Yeah.
and the media move on to District 3.
So UN can fix the food if we remove from District 3. Because they have food.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's probably the safest.
That
For
is
3.
true. Let's see, you guys, what do you have? This is wash. So we can remove this one.
Or just remove one of the shelter supplies,
Oh
consider
yeah,
it's not needed.
that's a good idea.
There we go.
And District 2.
Here as well.
1 overstack, and then, yeah, something else.
Something else. There's no food. Let's do this.
Okay, I'll take these, and I'll put these back in the pack.
That was harsh.
Yeah. And the media moved to District 3, so they moved on. But it's now your turn to allocate people.
You guys are really doing a number to my country. I don't appreciate that.
Okay, these guys stay in
Right.
logistics.
Are you more concerned about that, or about this social unrest happening?
A little bit of both.
Do I need the team in the medical cluster though? Guess it's about time to switch to food.
Well, Hatter has medical, but he's not there, so.
Yeah. And on the ground, I can put food there. Can put food here. That's alright. I think I stay where I am.
Mhm.
Then relief operations.
So do you want to trade anything? Well, you can't really. You're in logistics, which isn't a trade location. And you're in food, but no one else there. So do you want to allocate anything from any food from your airport?
I will drop the food here.
Okay. So that area is now ready to cash in again if it lands.
And I can move my shelter supplies down to the port, right?
Now we get the special operations. So you can either move this down to a location, or you can deploy this.
Ah, then I shall deploy that.
Okay, I'll put that over here. So this can now take another 3
Nice.
ongoing.
Okay.
That's logistics. Are you on any of the other
Supply.
locations?
I don't get any teams, but 4 supplies. And let me exchange 3 of those for a food infrastructure.
Okay. So, and what did you want? What's the other supply you'd like?
That would be shelter.
Oh, there we go. Shelter. And do you want to land them at the airport?
Yep.
So these go to.
Oops.
There we are.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Move on to your turn, John.
Okay, I have 2 teams in clusters.
Yep. So
Oh, my favorite.
Do you want a clusterfuck or a vaccination program?
I think we'll go for the vaccination program.
You can retain it too. Yeah.
So let's see. If I'm in the health cluster, I am. Play it later to remove measles. To gain an up, this card may only be played by myself. Okay, great. So I'm going to retain this.
Event.
Then event phase.
And it can gain an OP later. District 1,
District 1.
which is no longer full.
Well,
But
nice
it's
try,
a
guys.
rescue. Yeah, it was only short 1 category, so it neither goes up nor down. But these go away. Another emergency coming.
So does that not? That's like needs were met or needs were not met for the Corona losing.
One
OPs?
need was not met, so it's IP neither gained nor lost.
No, but for this.
It was an early recovery.
Oh, that was not early recovery, no. That was an
Okay.
emergency.
Okay. That phase is done. Human resources phase. Okay. Well, I have to stay in logistics because my stuff is at the border. Currently, I have access to 1 food supply.
One of your key teams, which, what are they doing? They're spending all their time driving trucks from the border to you and back.
Yeah, does any place need food? District 4 needs food. District 1 needs food.
2 needs 1 food.
And 2 needs food. And it needs shelter, which I don't have. And nobody's in the shelter thing.
I like this image where Jan's just having a meeting about food with himself. I think just sitting in the cafeteria.
It's a typical kind of UN. It's just like, when's lunch?
Yeah,
All right, so
when's lunch
here's
versus
a question.
talking to the media.
Here's a question for you. If I'm in the food thing with the UN,
Yeah.
and in the infrastructure spot, can I deploy his infrastructure?
That's a good question.
Or
I
is it
think
limited
so.
to cubes only?
Let me have a look. Remove supplies. Items. So if you've got permission and you're both attending the appropriate type. So yeah, items. With his permission,
so
you can move it to your warehouse, and then in special operations, which follows relief operations, you could deploy it.
okay, cool. Well, does any place need medical real quick? Let me check, because Dave has medical. District 1 needs medical.
4
needs
and 5. 5 really needs medical. I don't think District 5 has been
pulled yet.
People have been
Yeah.
there, but no one's been able to resolve anything.
I mean, I don't think any emergency cards have been.
Yeah.
For Aventic, yeah.
Well, all right, we're gonna do our best to bring in the food and medical as soon as possible here. Logistics is going to have to wait.
So how are you going to bring in the medical, sorry?
So if I'm here and here, then I need my other guys in.
But Hadder isn't at medical, so if you're here.
Oh yeah, this guy doesn't have any medical. Okay. All right, so this one is done, right?
Yep. Just waiting for it to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. Well, I want some good press coverage, so I'm gonna go there and get that while helping. Of course.
I'm helping.
And then we need to deploy food from myself and the UN.
Nope.
Okay. Whereabouts? Here?
Need food. So here would be good, because that means if we proc this one,
Mm-hmm.
we won't lose any points. And nowhere else does that. So I'm going to go
To emergency relief? Oh, infrastructure, yeah.
here
Yep.
to deploy the UN infrastructure.
Okay, so
If the UN is cool with that, are you cool with that,
Absolutely.
UN?
Yeah, absolutely.
So after you've done your team allocation, which I think you've now finished,
Yes, I have.
then in relief operations, you can move this down to your warehouse. Do you wish to drop off this somewhere? Is there food anywhere or not at this time? I don't think you can. You're not in the emergency relief anyway. So then when we get to the special operations, you are not in logistics anymore. That's cool. Needs assessment, you can do. So your needs assessment card for here. And then your infrastructure, so you can deploy food infrastructure here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Anything else in there?
We may as well do this now, right?
Oh yeah, you can do it anytime. While that card is here, people can always peek at these. Yeah.
All right, so these stay in the same order, right? So we
Yes,
have to
yes.
be careful not to.
Yep.
This is on the bottom.
So the next card that's going to drop is squatters after this
So
happens.
this is the next one.
So if there's no shelter, then add 1 shelter and 1 social unrest. It's not a complete disaster, but it is awkward for people who worry about security.
All right, so we need to get shelter in here basically as the next thing. Okay.
Okay.
Media outreach, of course, I get my immediate outreach point.
Yep. You could also spend some if you wanted.
Yeah, I can start spending these. So I actually am going to spend 2 of these to get a new team in play.
Okay. Because otherwise you wouldn't get another team. You'll get another team next turn. And that'll be the last one you get.
And then supply phase, I guess, right?
Yep. Well, yep. You're in supply phase to do that, to spend those. You don't receive a new team, but you do get 5 new supply. What would you like me to drop at the border for you?
Well, when do I purchase the new team? When do I do that? With the special move?
You do it in the supply phase, so you can do that now, which you've done.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to put him in logistics.
Okay, but that is supply phase, so you can't drive it in until the next turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
what would you
is
like?
there anywhere that's more important? I don't have
You
anything
can-
except food.
You also can get something in through the airport, because the airport does have 1 slot left. Let's drag some things out. While you're thinking.
Oh no, I'm gonna put this dude in the health thing because I have the vaccine card.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
Okay.
Um,
You'll be able to reallocate people before then anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case it becomes relevant, like immediately or something.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to drop like a pile of supply in the warehouse and drag a bunch of it in with 1 logistics action. What do you want? You got 5, I think you said?
What do we need, guys?
We've got nothing in District 1. So that's medical, which Hadda has. Wash, which Hadda has. Food, which Hadda has. And rescue, which Hadda presumably has.
Well, we're about to need shelter for this guy, right?
True. UN has 1, but only 1.
And has 1.
We don't know when that's going to drop.
Alright, I'll get 1 shelter and put it in the port in case we end up needing that. Oh, that's UN, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, the port is full. Okay,
Yep.
in the airport then. And then the rest of it
What about infrastructure?
What about infrastructure? It's all at the border. Yeah, it seems like I'm the medicine guy, so I'll just get more medicine. I guess I get, what, 3 more pieces? Something like that.
4. You can have another one if you want. You have a total of 5, so you got 1 shelter.
Oh, it's 5 to 7. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just stack the
Yeah.
medicine at the border. We're just going to bring that in.
Okay, that's that one. We move on to week 2. Karana, you have 2, so you have a choice of this one or this one. You can have a clusterfuck, or you can have preparedness. Preparedness lets
Ooh.
you see the event card and then do stuff to react to it before it happens.
Well, I definitely don't want to lose an up. I will use preparedness.
Okay, so yep, we'll hold out here. Next card is Celebrity Visitors, which will allow you to place 1 team and media outreach for the duration of the turn. Advance the logistics counter at the airport by 1, as the celebrity aircraft takes up much needed space. But that doesn't
Damn
happen.
Angelina Jolie.
That doesn't happen. Doesn't happen until the end of your turn. So
Yeah.
you don't have to put a team there after all until the end of your turn.
That's good. Okay, so I really want to get rid of the social unrest card in District 5.
And if you have someone in logistics, you'll be able to expand the port.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep that guy in logistics. I'm going to... I guess I don't really need to keep this guy in the health and medical. Not a whole lot of resources in the port right now. So I might move that up to security. Let me look at everything else. This is set.
Yeah,
I
just
definitely
need
wanna keep
shelter in
this
the
guy there.
future, but
Yeah.
not yet.
District 1 is pretty much not being touched anytime soon. I might
Bear in
move
mind,
that guy.
yeah, if you do want to tap into anyone else's, actually no, that's just at the port. You can only touch things.
Oh, we need a shelter here immediately.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing is,
I can't do anything about that.
we keep failing bringing the supplies to the port.
We're in the airport because Dave keeps using all the container ships.
I'm on my turn. I'm going to expand the port infrastructure, but that's at the special operation phase.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm definitely keeping my eye on logistics. And then in District 2, I can
Just
bring in a
shelter,
food.
so. We have food.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Barnacles. Well, where can I put this guy to? I might
think
actually
it's
put him
just-
in emergency relief up here in District 5.
Actually sending relief to semi-rural people. That's nice.
Yeah, well,
Those who control the countryside, control the
True.
country, I suppose.
Yep, and they're now here in force. No rescue, but they are here for emergency relief and security.
actually, never mind. I'm gonna move it to District 1
So
because
close.
I can move this. I can move this food, but I can't move the wash.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're not wrong, but I'm still going to tease you about no relief,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
rescue,
Well,
just police.
They're on the list. Okay, so I'll move to the special operations phase.
Okay.
So we're gonna move. If the NGOs are okay with it, this food supply to District 1.
Yeah, go for it.
So
Um,
that
Oh, you're in relief operations. Yes, sorry.
Or relief, yeah, that's right. And I guess that's really all I can do.
Yeah, because you just don't have anything else in that zone.
Yeah.
You're not in wash with him, and neither is he. So
And
special
then
operations.
special operations,
You're in
now I can
logistics.
do
Yep. So the port can now take
this.
up to 3 things, which is great. Needs to know media outreach. You're not in media outreach.
Yeah, but we
Nope.
haven't used it yet.
And security. So security happens, and you can clear this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
And
doesn't
then,
cost me an op, which is exciting.
Yep.
So I
So if
send in my
you're local.
technicals and child soldiers.
I think they do say it's also just like negotiation and peaceful resolution. But yeah, sure.
I like my
Cool.
version more.
So do I. Supply phase. So you get no new. When week 2, no new teams, but you do get supplies. You can bear in mind you can spend your op if you wish to get more supplies. Otherwise, you get these.
So in the future here, this is going to need food mostly. After the bicycle guy shows up.
Now, so if I spend an op to gain new supplies, do I gain them the normal way I gain them, where it's random, or do I choose?
I believe you choose.
Okay. If I choose, I can get shelter. I can get a shelter infrastructure and put it somewhere. Because I would also like infrastructure.
Yep.
But we really just need blocks.
So do you want to do that? Do you want to bring in a shelter and something else and actually make the shelter infrastructure?
Now, the only place I can place it is in 4 and 2.
You can place it anywhere. They'll get to. Actually, no, you're right. You can't place it in early, except for an early recovery.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to just stick with the 3 for now, and
Okay.
then.
Yep.
And then I guess my preparedness thing goes off. Celebrity visitors. I place 1 team in media outreach. I'll do the one that was previously in security.
Makes sense.
Giving
Okay.
them the technical and child soldier security detail.
Yeah, sending
Yeah,
it to.
That's the picture here. That's the picture here. That's the child soldiers around Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
And then the airport goes up 1.
Yep. Okay. So now we move to the next player. Dave, you're up again.
Yeah.
So coordination, are you in? You are. You get a coordination card. Shelter, which you are not in. Never mind. Now an event happens. Highest bidders. Move 1 supply of your choice from each district to District 4.
Oh, what?
Now the good news is you can
I
complete
don't
the
have to do that, right? I don't necessarily have to do that.
No, you do.
I can leave it.
No,
No,
move
you,
1 supply.
you do move it, but you choose which one.
You choose
Right.
which one you want to send. So you go, all right, we need 4
Okay.
supply. What do we need? So you must move. District 1 must send food because that's the only thing they got.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you stealing from District 2?
From District 2, we shall steal the medical.
Okay. District
And
3.
now the media
So
comes in.
the media comes in. So
Oh, the supplies here. That's great.
Steal the wash.
but there's still nothing in District 5, so never mind. We're saving middle
Bloody
class
hell.
$100 bill at a time.
District 5 is holding it down for several weeks on their own so far. So
Yeah. The only thing they've ever seen is like there was nothing there, so it started wandering, caused unrest, and then the police showed up, and then they crushed the issue, and then they left again.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So that's all the nicking of resources.
Yeah. They said they tapped into the bank accounts and borrowed some. All right, so now we're at the moving your teams around stage.
Right.
You do have a buttload of supply sitting in your warehouse.
I do. So Well,
The one thing you don't have is shelter.
no.
Put wash back here.
Yeah,
Yes, this needs wash.
can refill the wash there.
But with regards to reshuffling the teams, what do you guys think I should do? Because I mean, it just seems like every time I play, I just play it wrong. So what I'm chucking it out there. What do you guys think I should really do and concentrate on? Because it's only going to be a matter of time before I have to start pulling my teams out.
You can't put shelter in there.
No.
So it's useful to stay and rescue because that's kind of good.
Yeah.
You can't put.
Yeah, I'd say
can't
you
put
need
shelter here.
relief here
Yeah.
and here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
'Cause this needs.
Well, why
this
does he need
needs
relief here?
medicine.
Why does he need relief here?
I've already got a relief there, so
I know, but like leave it there. Like don't take it out.
Yeah.
For what purpose though?
You
Medical.
put medical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but for here, he's already got everything he
And
needs,
for here
except
for wash.
which he washed. Yes, okay.
so
Yeah.
what? Just keep everything as it is, or
Oh, basically.
Yeah.
These two are good. This guy's good.
This is
What's
your
this
little
guy over here
shoulder.
actually doing? You want him there in logistics?
so. With regards to the logistics, right? I can keep him there, and then can I come? Well, I mean, further on down the line, but I mean, I was going to
You can-
say we can
you can drive
convert
that.
these two. Well, we can convert these two into an infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
No, that would be great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So I think this dude could maybe do something else, but other than that, I think you're in a good spot.
Sure. Okay then. But if I move him out, then the media won't see how great I'm doing for the middle class.
You can go assessment here if you want to
Yeah.
keep him.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Please.
We'll do that then.
Can
Yeah.
you do assessment? No, you're not. You can't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can
Yeah.
you not do assessment? Oh,
No.
You can't. You go to security. You'd lose something. You go to rescue. Doesn't matter. No one really needs rescue.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, they don't need it. So, but I mean, what if I just put it in infrastructure? Can't I just?
Yeah, you can do that. You won't be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't be able to play anything, but in terms of just being there to be visible, and something pays off. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that then.
All right. So that is human resource. The other thing is, if you have no use for them, you can just pull them out and get an OP that way.
Yeah, we'll stick them in there for the
now.
moment.
Yeah, because they're hard to get back in again. All right.
Yeah.
Now it is time for relief operations. So you can deliver your supply to everywhere. So here needed at least one
Was
wash.
the wash?
Yep,
Yeah.
which means it's okay again. Here
medical.
needed medical
Medical. Yeah. And I could.
and food.
No, that's because.
that's there.
Well, that's
Yep.
covered by the infrastructure,
Yep.
right? So.
Yep. Do you wish to overstack anything?
This place is going to need food, if I recall correctly. So this is Bicycle Man, and this needs 2 food.
Right, yeah, we'll overstack the food on that.
2
one.
food and a medicine.
And the medical?
So we can just put 2 food.
And the medical there for later.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sorry, just checking in. Needed and a wash. Do you want to deliver the wash as well? So you literally have set up the next one.
Yeah, go for it.
No,
No, not from there. That's the border.
But you can do it from here.
Oh,
yeah, from here.
There you go.
Okay, so you've literally set up the next. Thank you, Heather. Here to save the day.
All right, Dave. We forgive you for monopolizing the cargo ships.
Now, special operations. So, you're still in logistics? Do you wish to drive in the extra wash from the border? And if so, which way?
Well, I can convert that into infrastructure, can't
I? You can. I think.
Yeah, because it's my special thing. I think.
Yep, you do.
Any 2 supplies may be exchanged for a logistics infrastructure.
So yeah, in this phase, yeah. So you drive that into somewhere, and then in your last phase, when you get more supply in, you can turn that into something. Yes. Where do you want to put it?
Well, we'll convert this guy's into
Here.
the airport.
Great.
Yeah.
So at the end of your turn, we'll get to that. You'll be able to convert
Yep.
that.
Why not
That's
put it in the
just
port?
anything else?
Do you
Or the
guys
port?
want it in the port, or do you want it in the airport?
I mean, that's the thing we
Well,
keep
Port's
failing.
better for me.
Yeah, I was just going to
All
say
right,
we keep
I'll-
failing
I'll-
to bring the stuff to the port so that the government can just spread it
Okay,
all around.
I'll do it to the port then. I'll do it to
Okay.
the port.
Okay, media OH security notes. Now we come to supply phase. So yeah, we can convert this to that logistics token you wanted.
Yep.
Okay. And then you gain. We're in week 2 now, so no, but you get 6 new supply. What would you like?
I shall have 2 shelter,
Mhm.
2 food,
There we are.
what? Yeah, 1 medical and 1 wash. Let's do that.
All right. And where do you want that to arrive?
Right. Okay. Now, because I keep screwing people over with regards to the airport, apparently.
You said saying, oh, there's room for all my stuff. Great, we'll bring that in now.
What do you guys reckon? What, shall I just split it? So like half in the port and half in the airport? I reckon
Well, yeah, why not?
that'll do.
I mean, the big question is the thing with the port is that the government can just take these supplies from there and get them anywhere.
Yeah.
So probably the most urgently needed stuff goes to the port.
Yeah, so what do we need the most? We need shelter pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
Need it in District 2 and District 4.
Okay. So we'll drop those into those into there. And these into here.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Coordination. I got 2 teams.
You're not in wash. You are not in health.
Event.
Looting. Remove 1 supply from every district with no security.
So
Is the media present?
Damn
anywhere?
it.
No, we don't. So you remove 1 supply from each district, and then Corona loses 1 OP because the media saw the looting.
Oh well.
This is not a well-run recovery.
So we are overstacked here. It doesn't really matter which I remove here.
Yep, I'll just put the replacement in there, so it's.
What do we have the most? We have medical available.
And then whatever you can easily replace here, if anything.
Who's in here? The medical out.
Okay, so I'll take these, and I'll fail to pick these up, and I'll set them in here. Damn looting. And the media move to the next district. So the media are going to the District 5. It's nice that someone's going there.
And they are wondering why nobody's there.
Yeah, why is no one actually coming? Did they know that the earthquake happened here too?
Okay, where do I want to push my folks? Mm-hmm.
Actually, that feels like an accurate crisis where, it's the second week and now the coverage is a special interest story. There's a disaster here in the countryside as well, where the teams that are actively working all over the city have not reached.
Except for the technicals and the child soldiers.
Yes. There was some unrest earlier, and the police showed up. The child soldiers showed up, but now that's resolved.
Hadra was there to begin with, but they just got bored or something, and found themselves going other places.
Resources to fully build it up, so they went to focus on the city. Yeah.
That's it. Concentrated on the middle class.
And then the middle class decided to buy their own supplies because, fuck this, we want our own stuff. We deserve a certain level of response.
The military. They are not even here. So I can't pull resources.
I'm kind of thinking about putting a guy in the shelter thing next turn. For my turn. So if you don't want to spend your shelters, if you want to do something else, I can maybe do that next turn, possibly.
I mean, I don't see a lot I can do anyways. Can deploy the shelter thingy. And what else could I do? I'm in the food.
Spam guys in here to get bonus cards.
Yeah, probably. So I gotta leave those.
Wait, hold on. What's this bicycle guy want immediately?
Shelter.
We actually need a shelter here.
But if he
To
doesn't get
prepare
it,
for
he
this.
makes shelter. He could also just put someone in security there.
Yeah, but we don't want
Okay.
social unrest card.
No, we don't.
Okay, then I shift over here. I can deploy my shelter there. And that should be good, I think. So then relief operations, drop the shelter there for next turn.
Yep, up the other stack. That's it, I think.
I guess I'm gonna bring down this shelter to the port.
Yep, in the special phase.
Yep.
Social logistics needs assessment, no. Media outreach, no. Security, no. Okay, then we go to supply,
Have no
and
piece
you
to
get
spend.
an extra team
An extra team.
and 5 supply of your choice.
Guess I bring the team up to here. And 5
need
supplies.
We need a rescue guy there more than an emergency relief guy.
Can I do that though?
Because this doesn't do anything until it's your turn again, whereas
That's
rescue
true.
goes immediately.
That is true. So now I'm wondering, do I want to buy infrastructure with my supplies? Generally speaking, yes, but do we get those out? What do I get? 5 supplies? Okay. Give me a food infrastructure, please, and 2 wash.
There you go. It's worth bearing in mind that you can only deliver to the airport. So is that you want to fly the food infrastructure in, or one of the wash?
Because
actually,
we were
you can land them all. Sorry, because you've got 2 here now. Or you can leave room for the NGO to get some in.
Do you need the airport? Otherwise,
NGO is just stacking up at the border, brother.
Okay.
It'll get here when it gets here.
Drop it there.
Yep. So you go 1, 2, 3. So you can still fit 1 more in at the airport.
Okay.
Nice.
And you assign your team you want to be. We move on to the NGO. So you have 3 you can choose from.
What does the media guy count as outreach or as this?
No, I drew 1 who I didn't I? That was this one.
There's only
Yep.
2.
Cool. So it's one of these 2 then.
All right. If I'm in food, I am. Place 1 new food supply in any district for each person there.
So drop 3 food in wherever you like, or get more press for someone else.
Or in one
That
press.
time you gave me some more press. That was pretty fun.
Right, moving the media actually is going to be good because we really want to.
You don't really want to
resolve
drop in
this
District 5.
and get tons of good press as opposed to this.
You mean District 3, where half the teams are all just sitting around waiting for?
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
so I
focusing
think-
on the slums. That's got to be worth something.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get the joint communication strategy.
Okay.
So I'll just leave this face up
All
so
out
we
to the
remember.
drops. Yep. And now the event. Staff attrition. The current player
No,
loses
my
1
team.
team. Which team do you want to disband?
I guess the health team.
Okay, and the media moves to District 1.
Oh, good. We still want to move them anyway. So.
District 5 was boring anyway. I got over it. Cool. So move on to moving your teams around.
HR phase. Move my teams around. Okay. Well, I want to keep this guy here for sure. Do we need food? Any place? This is good. This needs food. This is good. This is good. Good. So one place needs food, where I could go to wash. And that needs wash. And that needs wash. So it's like the same. What else do I have access to? Can I take from this guy? Yeah. But he's only at...
Ich liebe euch alle, aber ich kann nicht jeden an mein Herz drücken.
Alright, well, I'm going to the logistics hub because I need to get the medical supplies in here. And then this guy... goes here so that anyone can take my medical supplies before it's my turn. Then... So this assessment guy, does he have to stay here for this to remain active?
Nope, you can go wherever you like.
Oh, perfect. All right, assessment is complete.
Mhm.
And he is going to go to... Oh, actually, I want to stay here because I want the media points.
He's
he can go to...
Yep.
He can go to... infrastructure, in case we want to put some infrastructure there later.
I just like that. Yeah, it's... Hey guys, media, get back here, get back to the slums.
Well, I mean, what can I
Turn that minibus around. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just finding it funny and appropriate.
I can put a shelter in District 2, I guess.
Yeah.
But like when we solve this is going to put us back to not losing anymore. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
But if you solve both of them, then you get 2 and
Ooh.
5, which was a positive.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
All you need is District 4 to pop again.
Yeah, this is fine. All right. I can only spend 1 shelter supply. It's not worth it.
Because all your stuff is still stuck at the border. Yeah.
Yeah, so relief operations, move supplies around. I can't put them down any place, but...
Can't you move your supplies down to the port with your logistics guy?
Not until special operations.
Not yet. So if blah blah blah. Okay, phase 5, logistics.
Okay, so
Here
where
we
do you
go.
want all that to go? No.
Medicine is finally here, guys.
Now, do you wish to use your infrastructure action since you're there? You can't put it there because there's an emergency. Sorry, but if that's early recovery, you can place it, but you can't yet.
Yeah, so not yet, but
Okay.
soon.
Do you wish to do some media outreach? As though I need to ask.
Yeah, I would. I would like to get myself a point.
And who else do you want to give a point to?
And
Whose country are you in again, just out of curiosity?
Dave.
Corona, right?
Dave's
yeah,
country.
government. There you go.
My man.
And we're gonna move the media to where it's most appropriate.
And then just in return for the press, you ask the child soldiers to just put a clamp on the tires of the media bus. Stay.
Like that scene in Lord of War, they just disassemble the media bus.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was pretty good. And then
Supply
anything
thing.
else?
You get another team.
Supplies. I got 5 supplies.
And 1 new team.
And 1 new team. Oh, I desperately need the new team, actually.
Okay, what supply would you like? I'll start yanking it out.
I'll put the team in the shelter spot for now. Supplies. Let's see, how much more space is there for supplies?
You can land 1 in the airport.
Alright, we're going to put 1 shelter in the airport.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, I want to diversify the airport. So we're actually going to put 1 medicine in the airport.
Okay. Because you haven't got very much medicine right now. I know.
Yeah.
Are
Can I
you
get
trying to
4?
hold the rest of the relief effort hostage by keeping all the medicine in your warehouses?
Yes. So I get 4 more.
Mhm.
And I can spend 3 of it to get infrastructures. So I'll get 1 more medicine at the border and then 1 more medical infrastructure. Because I think the UN is a cool guy. Spread the love around a little bit.
I see. So you're trying to be the medical bank. So you only need 1 thing less who will just go if they wanted medicine. Okay. Well done. Move on to turn 5, weeks 3 to 4. I'll move these guys out of here. Karana. You have 2.
Just 1.
Oh, wait,
no,
could I?
It is 2 logistics. Yeah.
Could I have spent this logistics? Since we're both in logistics.
I think so.
Maybe. Oh wait. You would have had to. Yes, I think you could use in
So
the
for each
medical operation,
team.
in the what's called relief operations, you can move it to your warehouse, and then you could. No, actually, no. You could deploy it, or you could drive your stuff from the border with a logistics section, but not both.
Yeah, so it's either place 1 logistics at the port or airport, or move
Right.
supplies from
Yep.
the border over to other warehouses. Okay.
So, do you want nothing to happen, or do you want to retain team?
I would like to retain teamwork.
Okay. An event. Local self-help. Take 1 food, water, and shelter from the container and place them wherever you like.
Okay.
I'm not saying they got sick of you coming to help, waiting for you to come help, but
Shelter. Where do we need shelter? We need shelter in 2. We need shelter.
you
4 and 2.
shelter here. Yeah, 4 and 2.
Mhm.
I mean, and 5, obviously. Actually, not 5.
I'm gonna put it in 2.
Mhm.
Wash. We do need in 5. But where else do we need it? We need it in 1. So, and we need food in 1.
Okay,
So,
that's not bad.
District 5 help is on the way, but not right now.
It's on the way, but not really.
Yeah. So we did event phase, human resource,
Yeah.
reallocate teams. On my special operations phase, can I deploy Hatter's logistics? Since we're both in the logistics cluster.
Yeah. I mean, you can't.
Okay.
You're the same category. So in relief operations, you can move it to your warehouse, and then in special operations, if you're still there, you can deploy it there. Yes.
Gotcha. I assume that would be okay. I mean,
Yeah,
that'll
go for it.
save you. Yeah.
So relief operations says move supplies. Is port infrastructure a supply?
Down here, move items
Oh,
between
they
your
also
warehouse.
move items.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move this team from food to health.
Yeah.
So I can
Makes sense.
use the NGO's
Yeah.
red stuff.
Teamwork.
The biggest blood bank in the world, currently sitting in the port of Glassy.
Kind of want to keep that media outreach guy there, just for reasons. And I'm gonna keep my team in District 3 for also reasons. District 1 though, I guess I'll keep him there so I can.
Don't
Yeah.
forget, you've got your mystical power of local delivery. So if
Yeah.
you take a huge pile of bread into your warehouse, you can drop one in everywhere that needs it.
Yeah. But I can also drop 2 in somewhere that really needs it, so which will
you're
be
actually
District
there,
1.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll move to relief.
Mhm.
So now I'll move this one here.
Mhm.
And I'll move these guys one here.
Any
One
objections,
here.
John? We're happy for him to
Do what?
just confirming John's not objecting.
Oh yeah, I think you had said that before.
Oh yeah, where are we putting this?
I'm
Or
just
the-
putting 1 everywhere that we need it.
Yeah,
So
sure.
District 1, 2, 4, and 5.
But you're
Is that
also in District 1, so you can put a second one there.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
moved
go for it.
mine to District 1, yeah.
Yep.
So
Which is nice. So we only need wash and rescue there.
Anytime
and then I'm
that
gonna move one of
District 3
my.
wants to finish.
Oh, I can't do that.
And release 5 teams that are all just hanging around going, having we've done it. We're just enjoying this coffee break at the end. Under a big banner saying mission accomplished.
So if we get District 4 again right now, we don't lose any points.
Correct.
We don't have shelter.
But you
District
don't lose anything.
1.
District
1, we
1,
still got a lot to.
you haven't got rescue,
It's rescue.
but you've got
wash.
haven't got wash.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have rescue once I move my guy down.
Mhm.
Actually, no, we can't do that. That's in my next turn.
You can do it now.
Oh, I can move a team there.
Your teamwork.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, yeah, Dave, if you want to move into rescue, or unless you
Yeah,
have something.
Unless we draw it
Okay.
on his turn.
That'd be
Ish, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Then in that case, I will move to rescue.
Okay.
Using teamwork. And then I'll also move this to my warehouse.
Yep.
And then we'll move to special operations phase, where I will deploy the logistics.
To there, which opens up
And
even more.
now,
Great.
now we can have 6.
Yeah, which is excellent. And then needs assessment, no media outreach. Do you shoot a media outreach?
Yeah.
Do you want to go up
To-
or push someone else down?
I'll move up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
And
that.
then I'll draw 3 resources.
Do you have more now? I think it's 3. Yeah, 4 actually.
Oh, is it 4? Okay.
Yeah. And yep, you got no other options. That's just.
I think I will trade 3 of a different kind.
But it's 3 that you draw. So if you want to cash in one of your OPs to draw 2 more.
It's 3. It's 3 new supplies of the same color, or just 3 different colored.
Okay.
I don't think those are new ones.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll do a medical.
Can you do that?
No, it
No,
is
you can't.
drawn in the
It's logistics.
actual rule up here.
Okay.
Oh,
The 3 supplies of different color have to be drawn.
And it's also only. Oh, that's interesting.
gotcha. Okay. Oh, it's 3 different color for logistics infrastructure
Yes.
specifically. Okay. So never mind.
But that being said, if you want to use an OP to try and get them, that would allow you to be drawing more at this time. And you could go, I want a green one, which gives you green, or I want a blue one, which gives you wash.
Yeah. I won't do that right now.
Okay. All right, so that's supply. Move on to header. Coordinate. You have 1. Developing local partnerships. So you can place 1 supply of any type in your warehouse. What would you like?
In my warehouse, okay. 1 supply of every type.
Any type, I think.
Give me what are we in need of? Probably. You know what? I'll take food. Why not?
Okay, and where do you want it?
I'll put it up in the port.
Okay. No longer news. It's week 3 later, the media goes home.
God dang it.
Moved from the country.
Well, shucks.
This earthquake's
3 is
no
about to
longer
become a
news.
lot less populated.
Okay. So
Human resources phase, right?
Yep. So do you want to leave everyone in District 3, or are they going to start going home? Or going elsewhere?
Yeah, so I was actually going to say, can I withdraw this team?
Mhm.
And what I can also do is now what do we that's fine. And what we can do is we can move him there. And hell, you know what? We can probably even move this guy out of District 2
Mhm.
and start maybe concentrating on District 5.
Blasphemy.
I'm not saying there's something interestingly coincidental about the fact that on the very next plane after the media is your first team leaving. But
Yeah, okay, that's my guys reallocated, I think. Oh, hang on. Now I probably don't need this guy in logistics anymore, so I might start waving to the cameras.
what's interesting is by going there, you're blocking everyone from using media outreach until someone.
No. It only works
Not
if
saying
they're
don't do
only up to 2.
Yep. So, but if you don't wait, that might be a way to get someone else to leave.
Yeah, we'll do that for funsies.
Yep.
And yeah, so that's my reallocation of teams.
Great. Relief time. You can move supplies from port and airport warehouse to districts.
Right. So we needed shelter for the middle classes, of
Mhm.
course.
The one thing they can't buy for themselves. Yep.
Put in and complete the medical for District 5.
Mhm.
And put 1 wash in as well. And they got the food, they've got that.
You can always overstack.
Okay, yeah, we'll overstack the food in District 5 just in case.
Because they probably will need food at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe hell, we could probably just overstack District 5 fully with food.
Okay. Excellent.
Get our warehouses empty.
Now you come to the special operations phase. Logistics, you are not there anymore. Fine. Needs assistant, no. Media outreach, none can happen. Security operations, no. Supply phase. So it's weeks 3 to 4. You don't get a new team. You get 5 suppliers of your choice. What would you like?
Give me 2 medical, 2 wash, and a shelter.
Yeah, I've got to be right back for like 5 or 10 minutes, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, take 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go. These 3 can just go and port.
Mhm.
And then these 2 go in the airport.
Okay. There's still capacity in each of those. Hooray for infrastructure. Okay, we move on to the UN.
Yes.
You have 3 teams down.
What do we have? Shelter cluster, I'm there. Logistics, I'm there. Coordination, card.
Coordination is literally do whatever you like.
So logistics allows to transfer up to 3 supplies from any warehouse to any other. And shelter, place 1 new shelter supply in any district for each participant in the cluster that would... I'm not there. I'm not there. That's the NGO, so I can't play this one. Oops. Lag. Well, then it's logistics, I guess.
Okay. And you can even do someone else's supplies, so you could potentially move this stuff into the area.
Yes, but that is only supplies, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So, but I will do that, bring that down here, make it available. What else do we need? I think bringing stuff down to the port is the most important thing. Question is, what do we need the most? More medical, I think. So let's get this one up. It doesn't really matter where, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I want to spread it? Where do I have my gang right now? Up there. I need to wash.
I mean, you can also remember, you can also do it to other people, so you could deliver it to Karana's warehouse.
That is true. I'll put this one up there and I grab the wash if that's alright. Okay, so that's 3. This one gets shuffled back in. We get an event. Downer fatigue. Week 3 or later, we are. All players must immediately spend 1 OP to maintain donor attention, or all players receive 1 less supply per turn for the remainder of the game.
Well, that's horrible.
So I have no OP, so I cannot spend. Does that mean
No, you can. You can go to -1 in this case. Because you're not gaining a benefit.
Okay.
You can. So if everyone is willing, then you all spend 1. If anyone, then you do the other.
So what do you guys think?
I think we've got plenty good supplies. Just
I don't know. I think we're good.
Okay.
So
All the
put this on
John's
here.
in here, so it's
Keep it here so we can all
Mm-hmm.
we're aware that that's happening. Okay.
All right, human resources. I want to deliver wash there. We are good down here, right? So I can move these guys up here to the relief. We are good here. These guys need wash and rescue they have. So let me grab my wash team to go here. Then I go relief ops. And I will put down wash. I will put down wash. Anybody needs more shelter currently? No,
Doesn't
unless
look
we
like
want to stack.
shelter is really the only thing we're pretty solid on. District 1 may need it for its next emergency. Districts 5 and
District
3
5 is
are both.
rural. They don't have houses. They just sleep under trees and things.
Okay. I guess I'll just, for security reasons, stack one here. Maybe, I mean, we are good on wash there. I also put down my wash here. Okay. Spec Ops.
Logistics. You're there. Do you have anything you want to drive in? Not really.
No.
What do you want to do? Anything in particular with that? Okay. Need assessment.
I'm back.
Welcome
What
back.
I miss?
This happened, donor fatigue, and the decision was made to not pay the OPs. Media outreach and security operations. That's special ops. Move to supply phase. So you would normally get 4 supply. You now get 3. Which would you like?
Oh, could I have deployed my food infrastructure?
You can. If you're in the infrastructure box somewhere.
I'm not.
Do you want to? Given that logistics doesn't do anything, do you want to have moved that to the infrastructure box somewhere?
That
You can deploy it in 4.
In 4? Why should I do that there? I guess it's better to have
gives
it.
You.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's the only place you can do beside 2, and for your victory condition and mine, you need
that's
1
true.
in. Yeah. So, just trying to help you out. Definitely not anything having to do with my.
There you go. Okay, and supplies. I don't get another team, so I still blame you folks for not giving me OP to do that, and I get the 2 supplies then.
3, don't you?
Well,
Yes.
look, Karana wanted them both times, so you should have spoke up.
It says 4, so 3. Yeah.
It says,
I know how to grovel.
it says. I thought we were already in week 5. Okay.
What would you like?
I want to take. I think we are good on food in these. We have backlog of food here. Some there. You have food. Wash. Huh. But sure, we have medical infrastructure coming in.
You could take 3 of the same thing, cash it in for infrastructure.
Oh, maybe. Maybe let's do that, and I will get a wash infrastructure and drop it. Well, I don't know. Drop it here.
Okay.
And that's
All
it.
right. So that's you. Going on to John. Welcome.
Okay, coordination card. I get 3 of these, actually. 1, 2, 3.
That's nice.
Alright, so let's see. Am I in any of these with Karana? Yes, I'm in health and logistics. Which means I can place logistics infrastructure at the port. That's pretty good.
This lets you resolve a place of your choice.
Ooh. So we can make some progress.
Who did we just lose?
We just
Oh,
lost
he's
John.
He's dropped out. Okay.
No.
Welcome back. Welcome back if you can hear us.
Yeah, sorry. Where was I? Ownership. Okay. So first of all, do we need medical immediately?
I mean, this will gain you 5 RP, won't it?
That's good. This one, the event card happens last.
This one, you don't play it, you don't draw it at all.
And in this one, there's no event. And we all gain OPs. Well, what would we rather? Would we rather have no event OPs or more
I mean, this does gain you 5 up either, doesn't it?
Where do you see that?
Because this is you resolve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
mean, that'll stop us from losing the game, but I assume over the next several turns we'll eventually draw this. So
I mean, we hope so, but there's, 2 more turns after this? And as yet.
Yeah.
Get the
There-
5
there
RP.
might-
Go on.
Yeah, there might be some event cards that remove shit from District 3, so, you know.
all right,
It's
But
happened,
we're
Let's-
overstacked anyway.
it's happened
yeah.
twice now.
let's
Well,
do
we're
strategic
overstacked in
planning.
certain areas, but
So we resolve District 3.
Mhm.
It's done.
So
Where do we put this?
just put it over here. And you gain 5, so you go up to 0 again. Everyone who's here, which is everyone but the UN, gains 1 OP.
Yeah, we love to see it.
Then, is the
There
shelter?
is.
Yes, there is. Doesn't have to go anywhere. Just then we
Hey.
go to this, which is early recovery,
Da, 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 da.
which is not quite preload, but damn close, and also is now friendly for infrastructure.
Yeah,
Oh.
and since we still have this, I'm just going to see what's on the next one. Well, the next one is good. It needs even
Yeah.
more food and wash and shelter.
Okay, we don't draw an event this turn because we don't, and so you go on to human resources.
All right, great. Where do we need medicine, if any place? No place. We know this one will need medicine.
probably
one.
all of them will need medicine.
Yeah, probably. But
I mean,
we
the
know
big
for
ones
sure
are
this
definitely
one does.
Districts 1 and 5.
But-
Those are still emergencies.
Maybe focusing on getting your infrastructure down where you can as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have this infrastructure. I can't get this infrastructure. Sorry, UN, you're not in the wash coordination.
Probably the best place to put it is District 3.
I would like to bring this in, so I'm going to stay in logistics this turn. Yes, we have this. This needs food. This is good. This one's good. That one's extra good. This one's good. Okay, so they're all good immediately, so this is just like future prep. Except for District 3, which needs food. So, UN can give me food, but the UN has no food.
Damn UN.
Alright, well, we can maybe go up here and start taking a peek at what's coming up next in the emergency district. And I want to keep this guy here to put the medical infrastructure down.
Now that you can. Yep.
And I need logistics to bring in my other medical infrastructure. And I want to keep this guy here so everybody can put down my medical stuff.
Medicine Sans Frontier.
I need to keep this guy here so that I win the game. So he can't leave.
Just the showdown of the media.
Yeah, so I think that's all done. And then I guess in the future, I need to make sure that I can... Oh, it's during special operations phase, so that's fine. I can always move before then.
Yep. Okay.
Cool, all right. Relief operations. Move supplies around.
Operations.
That's... I only have shelter and some medicine, but I don't... It's not critical any place right now. So I don't have any that can do that. And then special ops, logistics. Gonna bring in the logistics.
I love
Needs
that.
assessment.
For a change, the ports are both built up. The airport and the port are built up, and also not being drained to capacity for a change.
Yeah, I can actually import my stuff. I put a needs assessment guy up here, so let's just take a look at what's about to happen. Oh, that was fast. Very self-sufficient, the semi-rural district. So that's going to need 1 additional shelter and 1 additional medicine and wash in the future.
Mhm.
Media outreach does nothing. Security ops receive new teams and supplies. So I get 4 adjusted to 3.
Yep, what would you like?
And I'm going to go ahead and bring in more medicine directly to the port warehouse.
So you can go. Yep. There you go.
Oh, sorry, I was going to also install this here.
Which makes this success. Do you not want to bring in like a food?
Well, I don't have any, and
I mean, you can bring one into here instead of one of your medicine. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, well,
Just in
that's a
case
good point.
no one brings any in before your next turn.
That's a fair point. So I'll bring in 1 food.
Okay.
Just because we do need food right here.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, we go to the next turn, which is now weeks 5 to 7. Karan.
And that is me.
Yes. You have
I have 2.
Yep. So that does nothing for you.
All right.
and
Well,
that does something.
preparedness.
Be prepared. Corruption.
You saw the corruption coming.
Pay 1 OP or lose half your supplies in each warehouse rounded up.
Well, that's good. That's fine. I assume that's just my warehouse, not everyone's warehouse.
Yep, just yours.
Okay.
And it also doesn't hit till the end of the turn.
Yeah. So either way, I wasn't paying my OP.
Spend, baby, spend.
Spread it all.
Reallocate teams. I'm gonna keep my guy in District 3. Logistics, I am gonna move. I'm gonna start putting some people into security. And by people, I mean just that guy. To keep that guy in media outreach. Medical isn't super important. We're sort of covered in the medical world, although I guess I can shotgun deploy all of NGO's medicine. Not all of it, but
Yeah, and we know for a fact for these 2 districts how much we're going to eventually need. So this one is going to need 1 more for next turn. And this one is already covered.
well, it's not because we have this. So
Yeah.
next turn it's. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I would definitely put 1 here if you're thinking about putting any down. Otherwise, whatever.
Yeah.
This does still need a food though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, also put food here. So that
Where?
we can just all win the game. District 3.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll keep everything where it's at now. Then move supplies. So let's go ahead. We need shelter nowhere. Everything is pretty much met for the most part.
Yeah, it's just food District 3.
Yeah. Do that. Then one of mine. I don't need to rescue anywhere. One down here. I mean, I don't
This
even
is
really
gonna
know.
need- This will need 2 shelters on the next one.
Okay, I could actually move both of my shelters then, because I'm on relief. And then we'll move medical over here just in case. I didn't put anything up on 5. Did that need a medical? Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting, like seeing it as it goes on. There's more of a trend of the home country can do more of it. Like they're getting more supply and things are in a better state and things
Yeah.
they've got less local needs, and so yeah, you're able to. You got the teams to deploy things. You got the mass distribution.
All right. I guess logistics. I don't have anything there. Special needs assessment. All right. So now we'll do received a team supply. So 3.
And then lose half your supplies.
Yeah, remember that you lose them, so maybe instead you want to
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What were they?
get infrastructure.
They were
Those 3.
these 3.
Those 3.
So
I mean,
you
the only place I'm even at.
can exchange 3
Oh.
new supplies of the same color for 1 infrastructure of the same type.
Which would then mean you only lose 1 round up or down or whatever.
Yeah.
Round it
Oh,
up,
that's true, yeah.
you lose 2 rather than 3.
And then heap of food. And then exchanging. Oh no, it was this. Yeah, keep of food. Losing those, exchanging these guys.
Okay.
All right, that is it for me.
And you lose 1 OP, so I'll bring you back here. Okay.
No, it's pay 1 OP or lose half your supplies.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was both. Right, no worries, I'll put it back. Okay, header.
Task force.
You have no coordination. So an event. Lucky break. Retain the card. You can play in the future to cancel the effects of any one event card that have just been drawn.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so now you can move your teams around or off as you wish.
Right. We've done all we can for the middle class, so we'll send him home.
Okay. You gain an OP.
And you know what? We will have to also, we'll probably, we don't need to have him on the rescue. So what we can do is, I think pretty much most things are fine. So maybe I can even send him home as well.
Well, not yet.
Limit.
You can do
Limit
an
once
extra
per
1 per
turn.
turn. Now, you are
can
also,
you?
at the end of this turn, you're going to lose another one. Another one's going home.
Yeah,
but
that's fair enough.
not right now.
Right, so there, kind of fine. So, you've got that covered. What I can do is move them out and just put them into emergency relief in District 2, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you've got
Yeah.
three resources you can drop in. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've
So
got
yeah, that's
one team in this team here. Isn't you don't need rescue here anymore? Does that team want to go somewhere else?
well, because they're going to come off the board anyway. So, I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I
if
suppose.
anyone has any suggestions of where they could go, it is. But
Um,
This is unrelated, but just out of curiosity, what does this red number mean here in the card stack?
that's saying that for setup, you would put in 2 emergency cards and 6 random cards.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Either put in on one cluster to allow redistribution.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, okay. What are we short on? Not.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really disappointed there hasn't been more cholera.
Yeah, or measles.
Yeah.
But if it shows up, you two are ready for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll stick him in the health cluster. Okay, yeah, that's the reallocation of teams.
Okay. Now, do you relief operations? You can deploy relief in District 2 if you wish.
Yeah. So
So you got everything there at the moment that's needed, I think. So you can just
then we'll just overstack it,
for the next one.
just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you wish to transfer any more medical up to you so you can deploy it there? Either from here to here or here to here, assuming John's okay with it. Just noticing you're in that cluster. So
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, if I can take one medical from the airport,
Mhm.
that would be good if John agrees.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters either way.
Okay.
Cool.
Move on to special operations phase. No logistics, no needs assessment, no media outreach, no security operations, supply phase. So you lose another team. So which team do you want to send home?
What we'll do is, well, now we've done that, we'll just send District 2 home. Done.
All right. So now you get 3 supplies. What would you like?
Give me 2 food and 1 shelter. Go for it.
There you go.
Cool. And we'll stick it in the airport.
Okay. Great. All right. We move on to the UN.
I only got one
Yeah.
team in the coordination. Food.
You are in that one.
That is nice. Place 1 new
You place-
food in any for each participant cluster, so that's only 1.
There you go. Where do you want to put it?
Where do I want to put it? I would put it in a overstack here.
Okay.
Then I will move. We have the event first.
Protection.
Protection.
You are the UN. You can choose to address the needs of unprotected minors, displaced persons, and separated families. If so, put 1 team on this card and set aside for the rest of the game as you protect.
Ooh.
Yep.
I shall do that. The rescue team is no longer needed, so.
So you gain 2 RP and 1 OP at the end of the game. So
The rescue team is still needed.
But not in District 5.
Put it back. Yes, in
Oh,
District 5.
it is. Yeah, well, then it's the emergency team instead.
The
Oops.
freaking UN.
Oops.
no one needs to think, yes, I do! Alright, human
Okay.
resources.
I moved this infrastructure team down. Do we have infrastructure up there? No. I want to build infrastructure here, but I also want to spread my teams a little more. I pull the relief force away, put it into the logistics. That should be good, I think. So then relief operations, I don't have anybody in relief whatsoever. And then logistics and so on, security operations.
It's like right now we all win the game, right? Because this gives us 2 RPs, so we have positive RPs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm seeing at the moment, yeah, unless there's more negatives somewhere.
So we just need to avoid messing up, basically.
That's what it looks like to me, I say cautiously.
Okay, so I'm gonna build the wash down here in District 1.
Okay, which means one of these goes up to the other state.
Yep. And I think that is all I can do. So I will receive 2 supplies.
Okay.
Shelter and food, and put it into the port.
Okay.
That's me done.
Excellent. Okay. They do keep. Oh well, that's fun. So, do you want the clusterfuck or endless meetings?
I mean, no effect or no effect. It's not any different.
No one else can draw coordination this turn. Oh dear.
All right, great. Events.
Resolution. District 2.
2.
We've got everything there. So gain 2 RP.
Okay, I'll get that.
Hell yeah.
Cholera.
Yeah, I mean, no.
So I'll take this away because we've just done that. If
now I want us to have.
Although place in district and flip the next card. Future cards to resolve this district need 2 more medical until that goes away. How do you play yours? When do you play yours?
It's not me. It's
during special operations. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have to be in the health or wash cluster.
Okay, which is this.
It's gone.
Oh yeah. You're loaded for the next one. Except that right now you need +2 medical. Okay.
Yeah, so we're 1 medical short with cholera. Okay.
Easily fixed, though. Easily fixed.
Yep.
All right. HR phase. Move my teams around. Okay. Well, thankfully, I no longer need a logistics team, so I can go over here.
I like how they use pictures of real people during real disasters. And it's like, don't worry, you're going to make 5 guys really happy when they're playing a board game with your likeness.
You'll be on Twitch.
Yeah.
they sign the rights.
And I think they actually do donate.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Okay, and then other people need to move. I mean, this guy can stay here. That's fine. The infrastructure guy can go do something else. Where's the place with the most cards left that we can go assess? This is 4. This is 4. This is just 1. This is 4, so it doesn't really matter. We can assess this one. This is still an emergency.
It's sort of a good problem to have. That like I've got all these teams. What do I do with them? It's like, oh, good. We're in the late stage crisis.
All right, move supplies around. No.
You're not in emergency relief anywhere? No.
And then,
So-
I need to. Oh, I have the what's it? The medical infrastructure here. So I'm going to do this.
which means now, even with the cholera, it will be achieved.
And special ops logistics. That's the only logistics I'm going to do. Needs assessment. Let's take a peek. 1 medical check, 1 wash check. So this needs 1 more food and 2 more shelter in this district.
I can
For
take care of
next
some of
time.
that.
Media outreach does nothing. Security, no. Receive teams and supplies.
So you got 3 more supply.
Got 3 more supplies. This is my last supplies of the game.
What would you like?
And what shelter do we need? We need 2 more shelter and 1 more food.
There you go.
Which we have.
Oh, okay.
But and what do we need up here? Wash.
Shelter.
All right, I'll take 1 medical, 1 wash, and 1 shelter.
There you go.
To the port.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So we move on to the last turn, weeks 8 to 10. 8 to 12, sorry.
All right, I will draw a
Karana.
coordination card.
Shelter, you are not in that one.
And I'm not.
Event.
Event.
Oh, good. Sweater. Advanced logistics at the port and airport by 1. To reflect less capacity.
They're helping.
All right, reallocate teams. I'm going to take this guy off emergency relief. Put him on to shelter. Actually, I'm not. Put it onto emergency relief. This. Since we know the one under this is going to need some stuff. That I can send a whole lot. Or anything of value. So I'm not going to do that. We'll put him into security for District 5. Keep my guy in medical. Keep this in rescue. So at least this card is set. But I can at least transfer this food somewhere. Put it here. I think this one needed some food. Yeah. Alright, so special operations.
Mhm.
So now I can do my cholera response and remove cholera. What was this? This is an aftershock. So does this go back into the deck? Oh, yeah, return.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going to go, yep, in here. And then
So I go up 1. And then I draw 4. All right, and that is it for me.
That's everything?
Is it?
Yeah, she is, isn't it? Okay.
I mean, it's not really
Yeah.
not really much for me to do.
Alright. Dave. Coordination, you got one team there, yep. So you get clusterfuck. So either you pay an OP or no one else can draw coordination this game turn.
Did this not cancel an event? This thing?
Ah, that's to cancel an event, but not coordination.
Ah, alright, damn. Alright, never mind. I'll keep that then.
So do you want to lose the OP or do you want to say no one else gets a coordination card this turn?
You know what? I'll take the hit.
Okay. Alright, and now we get an event, which you can cancel if you wish. Local ingenuity. Place an infrastructure mark of any type in any district.
Oh.
Probably
Nice.
don't cancel that one.
Nice.
Any type.
Mhm.
So
But not like
Do-do-do-do.
logistics here, but yeah, districts of any type in any of the 5 districts.
right, okay. Then just
5
to
could use a nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shelter, right?
This is,
shelter, yeah.
yeah, this one needs
Cool.
shelter.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay. So yes, do you want to move your teams around or pull an extra one
Pack it
out?
up, boys. We're going home.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it for the teams.
No, you have this one, but
Yeah. He'll go home at the end. He'll go home at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've done human resource. Any relief operations? No, you're literally just sitting in media outreach, holding the phone down.
Just looking good.
Special operations? No, you've managed to lock that down. Supply phase. Send another team home and gain 1 supply of your choice.
Now, you don't have to send another team home, do you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, because it's in the thing in the matrix. And just 1 supply. We'll just grab whatever comes out.
Okay.
Ah,
We'll
and
stick
you
it
lose
in-
1 OP.
in the vault.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, we just look like belligerent neighbours.
All 3 of you are grabbing on the phone, so it's all engaged. Coordination phase. You have 2. Do you want
Food,
to,
I'm in food.
So do you want to get 1 new food supply somewhere, or do you want to have preparedness?
Do we need food somewhere? We are good there, stacked up there. I think we are okay with food. Then I will be prepared.
Okay. The event is social tensions. Places social unrest in the district with the highest population at risk. If there's already social unrest, also
We can
remove
cancel
supplies.
that.
Yeah. So you can.
with you investigating the cat.
That's it. You've just drawn. So no, you can't cancel that one.
No,
Okay.
I thought it was at any time. I mean,
that you.
I have to be honest. I can't read the event cards because they're
Okay.
just blank for me. But
Oh,
Ah,
I
sorry,
thought it could be played.
yeah,
at
well,
any
but
time.
I'm prepared to.
It's to cancel the effect of any card you have drawn. But the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought I could just do a team effort and help Jan out. But
Ah,
never
and
mind.
preparedness
I
only.
tried.
Yeah, and preparedness only stores it to the end of the turn.
So they go here, I think. District 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
But
already have
there's a
security.
security team there, so that's perfect.
Because if he goes another turn, yes.
Ah,
Can other people use my security team?
I don't think so. Okay.
Yeah, only current player.
Well, I can shift. Can I? Can I do security stuff?
You can, but
you lose.
One
you
OP,
lose an OP
which I
if
do
you do
not
it.
have.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Move my
human
folks
resources.
around.
Yeah, and I can't even do security, so.
I will stay there.
Just overstack District 1 with like as much crap as you possibly can. So that if the dudes steal it, we still have enough.
There is no. I mean, this is the last turn. There's no purpose for me to stay on the coordination really, unless John wanted to pull, I don't know, food or shelter from me. So.
No, just take the dude. Just take the logistics guy out and just put it down in District 1. I say.
Yeah, I have one sitting here, right?
But
So
he only
I
does
just...
infrastructure. He doesn't do supply cubes.
Ah, you mean just put it down there? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then can move him
just,
up here.
like,
I mean,
out.
my thinking is that I just cover all these cards in case you get an event to resolve one of them. So that should be good. Okay, and then we needed shelter here, right?
Mhm.
And did we also need more food, or was one sufficient? One was alright. Okay.
Social unrest might steal some stuff, so I would just put everything here.
That's a good point. Let's do that.
We don't know what they're gonna do.
Yep.
Do anything.
Okay. Special operations. I don't think there's anything I can or want to do. Nope. Supply. I would get 2.
3, you get 2. What would you like?
I will take 2 shelter.
There you go.
And put them in the port.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
And then there is social tensions, and then I draw this. Select any card I want and play it. Wow, great.
Oh, I should maybe have blocked the media thingy.
Yeah, let's just block the event card with this. That seems good. Which one do we have ready for the next card? I guess this one. Yeah, we have 2 shelters. We're short a wash, but I can fix that.
But in yours is literally the last turn.
No, that's right. This one is the very last.
Yeah, so we're gonna do strategic planning and resolve this.
Resolve which one? Up here?
3 RPs. 1, 2, 3. And then it becomes this one.
Yep.
And also we spent 2 medicine and 2 wash. Great. And then I'm gonna move a dude over here.
And we all got enough.
Yeah.
Except header.
I move my wash over here, and then the rest of it I don't think matters. So
Yep. It doesn't look like it. So now you go to the end state. So final adjustments. If every district where the requirements of the current at-risk card are met, or all of the at-risk cards have been resolved, add 1 RP. So is
that's
this
all of them.
that's one. They're all resolved. They're all done.
They're all met.
Yep. Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Great. For each district, that's not an issue. For each different, that's not an issue. If the current RP total is positive, add 1 OP to all players for every 5 scored. We're at 10,
That's
so
2 points.
everyone gets 2 extra OP.
I actually get 4 because I also have a special thing where it says
We're
for
getting
1
it.
OP for each. Oh no, maybe not.
That's
That was, yeah.
NGO. Every player with higher OP than the NGO loses an OP. That's none. Every player with a lower OP, the latter gains 1 OP. So
That's
3.
2.
Okay, 2. Yes.
1.
Actually, maybe I should go up to 6 because 1 OP for every 5 at the end of the game. So I landed on 5. So yeah, I go up to 6.
I moved you. I moved you up 2.
Oh, okay.
You landed. Yeah, you landed on 3.
Krana lose 1 OP for each social unrest marker in play. That's 1.
That's 1.
For each district where the needs are met and with 1 or more infrastructure, which is all of them,
All of them.
gain an OP. So gain 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Halo TF, if more than one team is still deployed to the disaster, lose 1 for each OP for each team still in play beyond the first. That's none, I think. You've just gone home. UN, for each district with no infrastructure or where the needs are not met, lose an OP.
Nope.
For each district where there's 1 more infrastructure and the needs are met, gain an OP, so gain 5. RP is not below 0, so players are not dead.
Everybody wins.
Hooray.
Everyone wins. Hooray! Good job, everyone.
Very
No
nice.
negative optics, and we saved the country.
Interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, that was good. I think I immediately want to see what it's like with stuff in, but and I think having played it and understanding it, we'd play it faster, and I think it gives interesting insights to the disaster Kriegsspiel thing.
Yeah, absolutely. What I think it could, I mean, it obviously depends on the event deck, but could have been much harsher. We had some,
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, like three times this one here, which was a bit harsh, but other than that, we were came through pretty easily.
Yeah, the next 3
I was expecting like gang outbreaks and all sorts of racketeering and stuff like that.
there's a lot more. See, District 5 twice, survivors on the move, heavy rains. It's District 4 again.
Yeah, it felt like we were never in danger of losing. We were just in danger of like not doing a really good job.
There was a while where it sat at -5, and I was going, like, in theory, it should build up. In theory, we should be getting this because we've answered the issues, just waiting for it to lift. And I was like, it's never going to lift. But then, we use strategic action to say, evaluate this district now. Thank you. We've rescued these people. We've been waiting around for a photo so long the media's gone. And that was good.
Is there a way to increase the difficulty, so to say, by deck building?
I don't know. I know that there's
the expansions.
There's one expansion, this gender dimensions thing, which is meant to have a bit more complexity to it. But game variants, here we go. Timed version is strongly recommended. So the bonus RP depending on when you finish the turns, and any F2 other play. So team game works best with 2-player teams playing the role of each actor. Interesting. Yeah, I think most are just seeing what Gem Dimensions does. See a few extra interesting cards. But I think when I hit setup, it turned that option off.
Where do I have?
Like I think early on, like the best, you get the most value out of the need system. You can do it early on, but at the same time, it's quite hard to get that to happen because you haven't got any
There's no
teams and
throughput.
you're all struggling for actions and you can't get resources through the port and the international airport, which means you're spending more of the teams that are very busy on logistics and driving trucks from the frontier. But at the same time, yeah. No, that was good. I hope
There probably, I think there could have been a few more mechanics that kind of set players against each other. I mean, it felt like the way the game could have gone, we might have been competing against each other if it was in the negatives, but it never really felt like we were, at each other's throats.
No, we got a lock on it fairly early. And once it got back to positives, then there's no incentive to be saying everyone but you, unless someone actually did get ahead of John, in which case John could have said, "Actually, no, I have done a lot. What's more important? Let's talk about the incompetence team over here." Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Yeah,
that
I
much
think,
sense, right? In the setting, if we had, I don't know, if there was a rebel faction or whatever, and the NGO was trying to ally with them or whatnot, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were
I
you
think
guys
the
originally
difference
wanting
in-
to play this to see how it could be adapted into a Kriegsspiel?
Yeah, well, both. I think both Jan and I were interested in it, so we both picked up a copy of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're also talking about Kriegspiels, disaster Kriegspiels. So
Yeah.
I've had an idea of kicking around for a while, which is sort of a hybrid, where you've got a week or two of play-by-post stuff of various teams prepping where things are, like building things up, making decisions based on this volatile environment. These are things that could happen, and then run an hour or two live game of crisis happening. What's the initial thing? What's the initial response? What are you doing now?
Oh.
As quickly as we can, and then going back to play-by-post and sort of switching between the two. So you could potentially have disaster or border issues with a neighbor and things like that.
No. The thing I have with the sort of crisis Kriegsspiel approach is more like obviously crisis scenarios and also sort of peace gaming scenarios and so on. They tend to be more suited for like more open war game approaches rather than actual Kriegsspiel. So it's a bit of a thought process has to go into how to provide enough agency to the players and still have them able to sort of cooperate and coordinate stuff. All right.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Does anyone else want to look at or say anything for modular? And go get some sleep.
No, I think we're good. Good game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for running us through it.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
I'm feeling more comfortable. Like I did work through it with my lovely wife. We got about halfway through. I now feel I've got a more solid grasp of it all, so I'll be more confident taking it with me to the con.
Cool.
If you're going to explain it to people at the con, I'd say the thing to focus on is that it's a game about placing teams in locations to allow you to put cubes onto the spaces and get points.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the key concept I would focus on.
Yep.
All right, that was fun. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
See you later.
Have a good
See
one.
you.
Bye bye.
Hey guys.
Bye.